I'm really laughing at myself, right? It's not that funny, but I'm thinking that is the shittest title ever. So it'd be quite funny if that actually pulls a lot of people in. It's shit because I didn't mention anything about the employment change, so I can't use that for the title unless I change it after, because it's going to make no sense. Um, but also, how wow is that? That Taurus in the second house is money and it'd be things to do with your job and that, and we get the employment change one. So anyway, welcome if you're new. If you're kind of a bit lost here, welcome. You found yourself to a crazy part of YouTube, but it's a crazy twin flame land and it's pretty fun and we're a soul family. And yes, and I can't stop pick up it, so I'm going to burn the sage. But this is the third as a hat trick. The just like the goals that Scotland scored. See what I've done there? It was three go. It was three they scored, wasn't it? But while I was channeling, and I stopped channeling a big long video right as well. I think it was maybe only two. It was however long the game was. I started when they started, and I ended when they ended, and I wasn't meaning to do that. Sending healing the way, but yeah. So you'd be a bit lost if you didn't watch the other ones. But I've done Aries, I've done Mediumship Monday, and now we're doing Taurus in second house. So you've all got Taurus somewhere. You've all got a second house. It's your home, it's your money, it's your assets, it's how you value yourself, how other people value you, how you don't value yourself, how other people don't value you. It depends what's going on in your life. Um, with Uranus and Taurus at the 29 degrees, and that only went about there not long ago. Um, like I said, definitely on the first late Wednesday rather. The moon will be conjunct Taurus. Okay, cool. Yeah, just you do, however you want to stay. You do you boot. But forever, basically there could be some shake-ups in the home or with finances or with money. It can be good shake-ups too. You could get you could get a surprise amount of money coming in or something, especially because the full moon's there too. But I feel especially like, you know what I mean? Like I could actually see that for myself. Like maybe like some of this money that's been due to me karmically or like literally, I'm God, I don't know of logically anything like that, but it might just be in a karmic way where things have happened to me, bad things to do with money, that I get a whole load of bookings all at once around. If I wouldn't be surprised because it's about karmic debt and it would be other people's karmic debt. So anyone that has fucked me over like that in the past, because as you've heard me say, there's been a few, but I always forgive for things like that. Don't think I would want to work with the same people again, but like, forgive and let go, and I wouldn't want anyone not being able to sleep at night and stuff. Um, but that's something we can't help. It's kind of like, but yeah, it wouldn't, it doesn't need to necessarily be you get the money back from the same people, but God would give it back in a different way because, like I said, when you do, well, for lack of better words, when you do bad things to good people, karma's real. You know what I mean? And I'm only talking about karma. Well, I'm talking about karma because it's stuff I help people all the time. But because this full moon for me, and those of you as well that have got Gemini in your eighth house, it is things to do with that, like karmic debt, karmic rewards. I feel, and in this video, there's a guy just showed up at her door, and it looks like from her reaction, it was the guy that she wanted. It's the Christmas song. It's just ending. It was Cascada. Is she the one that's like, every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time that's her, isn't it? Um, is that song from when I was young? Feels like some kind of rush. Oh, that was a tune. They're like racing about in a car. See, some of the songs when like we were younger were a lot better. Don't know about the name though. Booty Love. A funny name. Anyway, moving on. So yes, you've all got Taurus somewhere, and it's obviously bringing in things to do with employment. They always do that. So this is why I say don't. It doesn't matter what anybody else says about how they do the signs. Like, let them do it their way. My way is the way that I describe it. This can make sense to anyone. So really, you could watch all of them and get something from it. Because we're having a wee chat, and there's healing coming through, and there's messages, and there's light code activations. But you'd have to have a shitload of time in your hand to watch all of the ones I do when I'm sitting here for this long. But yeah, some people take their time and work through it. And listen, I'm like that too. There's some people that you just resonate with, like I said, like I'm more the kind of person that it's like if I really strongly resonate with someone, it's like some people will just watch their shorts, some people will just watch their lives, and some people will just watch their recorded videos. It's there's nobody that I watch like all of their stuff, right? But So I don't know. I might be like that for you too. You only watch my shorts, you only watch my lives. It's who knows. Or if you watch fucking everything, 10 points to you, and I'm honoured. But employment change. Your career path is leading you to in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. The thing that's amazing about that is, like I said to Dee at the end of the Mediumship Monday, because that's where I pull these cards. This feels like Tani's past, but you're going to be the better judge of that because Tani had literally just got a new job, and then we had our session, and then you got promoted in that job, didn't you? And that card specifically says raise or promotion, so it's kind of nuts. So I don't know, you'll know better than me. But right, so to get the story, there's that. So it's a bit of a random bit, and I didn't put in the title. But I got the title because the first card I pulled was friendship. It was in reverse. The connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into a romance. But then we've got passion. Keep the flame of passion alive in its heartbeat love. Before I read these other cards, this very clearly is this masculine kept this as a friendship and nothing more, but they felt a deep, intense passion. We know where this is going. Clearly, you're twin flames. But they felt the important thing here is this person felt this insane passion chemistry from the very start. But now, whether you lived out this past as like friends, like, oh, hey, how you doing, best friend? You might have done that, who knows, but it could have just been like you just never got to be a couple. So if that isn't your story, this isn't going to be yours because that's what it feels like it's about here. Um, but because that came out in the verse, this masculine is now, oh fuck, I shouldn't have done that because the flame of passion is still alive and it's the heartbeat of love. Like this is love. Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this the one that I've been searching for? Is that foreigner? I don't know. Maybe you fell in love with a foreigner. I don't know. Well, that's taking it too far. I mean, it might be taking it too far. How do I know? But could be round the corner, could be across the fucking city. How do I know? But anyway, Star, your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. I feel if you're the feminine, you're a powerful love magnet, and it's pulling this person back that's feeling a little bit like, oh shit, I let my destiny go. And anyway, but I feel I feel it's the feminine that you've had a shift in your abundance or you're gonna. And it could be that the employment change or the money shift is with a masculine too. It could be happening to both of you at the same time, or it's some sort of mirroring apart, something like that. But we've got abundance. Open your heart to receive the abundance of love the universe has to offer. And I feel what the universe, God, angels, whatever you want to call it, has to offer is them. Destiny. The reunion with your twin flame is a destined event. So it was always meant to go this way. And I feel if you're the feminine, you kept your hope and your optimism alive, and your passion never died for this person. But you focused on your work, and because you focused on other things and primarily on your work. Now, your work could be similar to mine, and you help, you know. Well, that's not going to be a huge amount of people because not all twin flames hit. That's a specific calling, really. Not all. I think that's something that people. It's not that they get it wrong, but I think I've helped people like that where it's kind of like, I've seen people try to do that, like where they try to do what I'm doing, and it's if you're meant to do it, you'll do it and it'll work. And I can think of some people where it does work, but it won't work for everyone because, okay, my soul chose to be a specific twin flame healer, twin flame shaman, and that is very specific, right? To only have paid sessions with twin flames. I mean, like I say all the time, not everybody is a funkin' twin flame, so sometimes it's tumbleweeds, and that's not great for my business. But and like I've said, I've tried to do it where it's like, people that aren't twin, but I always just end up attracting twin flames. But it will change at some point, but it's when other things sort of change in my life. Um, but um, there's something really specific here though about because when I'm homing in on that, it's like I feel for whoever this resonates for, some of you, you could be a divine feminine that you do help other twin flames, or you're a divine feminine twin flame, but helping twin flames isn't what you help. Like you help other people with other healing things. Oh, hello, Charlotte. You're up late. Just saw you were live and I'm heading up to bed. Sorry I didn't make it early. No, no, don't, no need to apologise at all. Hello. We're going strong, so I just decided to keep going. So, oh shit, did that? It would have posted, didn't it? Oh shit, did it post? It must have. Yeah, it must have posted ages ago. Just want to check that actually, because I did reschedule. I think I scheduled it for 11:11. Yeah, it did. Fuck, nobody, I mean, nobody's liked it. I mean, I don't know if people even fucking see the community tab. I remember once you saying that you didn't. And see, that's annoying too, because that's where I put all the updates. Oh, Christ. I mean, everything is just screaming at me. Like, honestly, I'm coming back in January with an email list. You heard it here first. um, but anyway, so the story is here that I feel whoever the feminine is, you focus on your work, whatever that is. And like they want me to finish that. What we're saying though, it's specifically like it's important that some of you know that. Like if you're a twin flame, don't assume that you are here to help other twin flames because it's not an easy job. Yes, you've got the empathy and understanding because you are a twin flame. So if you feel called to that, you'll be called to it. But you see from what I do, like it's kind of like pulling this all apart. It's like it is, it's not an easy job to do, but all I know is that's what I'm here to do. But and everyone does it in their own unique way. It's your calling. Like I can't help that this is my calling. I say that all the time. Um, but there's something coming through here about don't try to copy other people's calling. Oh my God, that's pretty crazy. Like something just flashed up on the telly when I said that. It was a name. So I don't like, you know what I mean? Like I know I've had several instances of that over well, it's 11 years next year, so we'll just sort of leave it at that. But yeah, there's something very strongly coming through there about. So either somebody might be trying to do that to you, or you might have got a bit mixed up and tried to sort of imitate what somebody else is doing. But you can still help twin flames, but do it in your own way, is what it feels like the message is there. So, um, or it's you're just a twin flame and your work is doing something else. But either way, all of this, we'll see how this all ties together. So I'll probably change the title. This person tried to friend zone the passionate connection they had with you. Um, yeah, although that's in reverse, let's put that. But it feels as well like it's like you've got a bond, you've got a real friendship, but this person didn't hang around to sort of nurture it because they were scared. It's the same thing. It just scared them. Um, but it was always destined for now. Everything works out in the end, kind of jazz. And you've got abundance head. It feels like but the employment change as well. Quite obviously, is going to be a lot of you will be working together with your twin flame. Again, not something that is going to be relevant to everyone either, but we can sort of tweak that to be your abundance shifts, their abundance shifts. It might not be you're working together, but because you're working together physically, you're together in union, abundance shifts. But for a lot of you, it could be that could just be that they're supporting you and then you feel that support and I could imagine that. You're grateful, you're fucking delighted they're in your life, your abundance shift. So let's see. Can't really make them out that well, can you? Let's Oh shit, what have I done to my hair here? Oh, I pray I get a phone call or an email about my compo outcome to say I won, then I can get money. I'm praying, I'm crossing everything you can think of. Well, praying for you too. Let's see. Because it's beginning hard to get, it's quite a lot of cards to get in the shot. Oh, God, and my makeup's going all over my face, but what do you expect when it's fucking 1 in the morning? I shouldn't have put the wee dark bits on. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't even really. Oh, fuck, I can't be arsed. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Fuck it, let's go. Right. Um, so, oh, fuck. Fuck it, Now, I think they're doing that because that's remind the start of the. Oh God, where are we going with this? We're starting with drama already. You know the start of Four Wrens and a Funeral. So sorry if there has been a funeral, but it's kind of like Four Wrens and a Funeral is a hilarious film if you've never seen it. A childhood favourite of mine. But he says the film starts and he's like, Oh fuck, fuckity, fuck, bollocks, fuck. It's something like fuckity, fuck. Like honestly, the first few words of the film are like fuckity fuck because he's like he's slept in for a wedding that he's the best man at. Or is it? Wait a minute, is it? No, it's his wedding actually. Yeah, it's his wedding. But anyway, that's why it's called Four Weddings and a Funeral because there's quite a lot of drama. So there could be either something here about weddings, obviously, or wedding could be union, or it could be karmic marriages is kind of springing to mind because this masculine has made and their now something's just flashed up. Mary had a little boy. Now I channel Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary all the time, so it could be that, but there could be a Mary in the mix here. Oh, are you still hanging around? Love that, Charlotte. Yeah, that is a brilliant film, isn't it? But I think with me saying that, oh yeah, fuck, that video just said just married as well. Okay, so we don't know whether it's a good or a bad thing yet. It is what it is. Because I think I'm going to go with the fact that that reminded me of Four Weddings a Funeral, and he does make several fuck ups throughout the whole film, but eventually all works out in the end. But it's more she does too. Like she's the masculine in that film, not him. She's a fucking arsehole in that film, isn't she? But it's like, because she's like, yeah, it's actually, oh my God, that's really clever. Because it's actually like what I've channeled here. It's like she feels the passionate connection with him. She keeps fucking dragging him whenever she sees him at other weddings. But then she marries that fucking old Hamish guy, do you know what I mean? And it's like, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? It is a head fuck. So, like, to be honest, that is a really, well, it's a very good example of a bad idea, but it's a good example of trauma. Getting an invite to a wedding, and it's like, what? So it could be something like that where somebody's pulled the rug out from someone in this. Kind of fits with those first cards that I've pulled. I could see, we don't know because we're just going to see how this plays out, but it's like, it could be that somebody has friend zoned. It could be friend zoned, like, they don't want to be any more than friends. They could have ghosted you. Any of these things could be, but it's like, they've told them, I'm feeling them out, they've told themselves, this can't be a serious relationship, but I do feel the passion. And we'll find out why they were telling themselves that, but they told themselves it couldn't be any more than what it was. And so it's going to be quite likely that they've went down another road into a karmic, doesn't need to be a karmic marriage, but like a karmic union, or a karmic path. Some people can just be in a karmic path being single, but and then we'll look on the bottom of the tarot, we've got the marriage card. So okay, let's just start with the tarot. So to identify so that's the kind of, that's the overall arching theme that we're working with. Oh, wait a minute, I've not even put that. Well, actually, at this point, I'm not going to be. Nah, I'm not putting that shit in the. I mean, I'll put it for. Let's put the. So these are the links for the awaken, activate, and amplify your clairs zooms that are going ahead if there's enough people, which we just need four. So, and I do feel it will. I feel we'll do one of them. Um. So, and like I'd explained in the other ones, but I better explain on this. If you happen to book it and the one you book isn't going ahead or none of them are going ahead, what I'll do instead is I'll do you a private unlisted reading. Now, um, I'll call it a 30-minute unlisted, but actually, if you want that to be a 2026 check-in, which there'll be more than the £55 that you're going to pay for that, if that's, I would do that. I would be happy to do that. It just makes it easier. It's not hard for me to refund the money. I'll literally just press refund and you get it. I think it takes up to 3 working days. Don't think it would be up to 5 working days, but be prepared for if it is something like that. But you get it back, within the week. I think you get it back right away. I think they just say that. But either way, I don't know. Have those links worked when I've posted them? Oh yeah, it has. It's just taken me away. Yeah, they work. That's fine. I just want to check. Um, think that's it. Members watched the live stream, the prayer circle and the live stream, and just it was fun, just I was showing you my dressing gowns. Look at all the fun you're missing when you're in there, guys. When you're not in there, rather. But one of mine is sitting over there. I can't remember getting it, but I love it. My mum was like, I was just basically saying that my mum was like, wait a minute, that is new, and that is new. But I was, I can't hide that shit for you know what I mean? It's like I could easily hide other stuff, but the dressing gown, she's gonna see me wearing. And I was like, look, this is why I have both. I got that in the sale. Don't like the color, but it's practical because it's long and it's got a hood. And I'm thinking, the moments when the posters Amazon and it's like, fuck's sake, and my other one's a bit shorter, and I'm just kind of like, it's not that short that I could go the door in it, but I'm just kind of like, the other one's hanging by the door for the emergencies, right? Weird color though. It's like a weird pinky, purpley, weird color. My nieces were like, "Oh, I love it," but it's more because I think they liked it because of the hood. Doesn't match my slippers though. And the other one though is it's like a panther or a. I think I've already told you this, but like a because one of my medicine is black jaguar. That's what it reminds me of. But it's like a black panther, jaguar, puma, something like that. But anyway, I love it. I just love it. Um, and yeah, and I've been falling asleep with it because it's that cold. So that's why I need a few to alternate, right? Because my other one I've had for like 3 years, and it's I love that too. That's navy. It just always feels very regal, that one. But I needed the other ones, so you know what I mean. And I'm worth it. Oh yeah, Taurus is about valuing yourself. You know what I mean? If it makes sense, if I'm in the house more than out of it, it makes sense that I'm going to invest in dressing gowns and jammies. But I'm not finished yet. I want a toweling. Like I've wanted that for years. I want like a proper cotton, like white toweling dressing gown too. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just kind of like, I need to pay some of my debt before I do that. That wouldn't be wise. Can't be cutting about with four dressing gowns when it's not need. That would be, see, that's Taurus too. That would be going into luxury, and that's not. But I don't think I've done that since I was. I don't. Well, I must have done it another time when I wasn't. It's quite nice, to put on like an actual dressing gown that's a towel, and just because I did any of you do that? See when because I usually have a bath every night, so it was like tonight I didn't have a bath actually, so I'm like, oh, I hate when I don't. But like I had a shower because the time was just fucking running away. But like I lay in the towel for hours like before I put my jammies on, like so because it's so cold that would be like that's. But I could easily do that in the other big one. Anyway, just sharing some dressing gown or house coat. A lot of people here call it house coat, but whatever. Now we're done with that chat, like. um, right, I'm just gonna set it go purely because it's annoying me that it's sitting there. So we'll just put honestly. Okay, so I'm just kind of like I'm just gonna put thanks. Sorry, I know that's really boring, but it's just because it's in my face when I've not actually. It feels like undone. So that's a clever way of them saying that to me. This person feels like they left something unfinished with you, and it's like it wasn't over. It still isn't over. Right. My ex calls it a house coat. He's from the Midlands. Yeah. All of my friends got not all of my friends, but a lot of my friends. Well, I'd say half and half. Half of my friends called it a house coat and half of my friends called it a dressing gown. Um, it's quite funny, isn't it? It is a house coat. You only wear it in the house, and it's like a coat, so that makes more sense. Dressing gown, do you know what I mean? It's, it's just each to their own. It's quite funny. It's just these wee differences are quite funny, aren't they? Do you know what that reminds me of? That's quite funny actually, because I'm like, please don't tell me I'm going to be doing that again. Because once I did start accidentally channeling a friend from my past loved one and spinning. I was like, this is a bit awkward when someone's not in your life anymore, but that was like way from the past. But it's just made me laugh about there's wee differences here, like, there's spring onions, right? And some people where I live call them cybes. Like, that's nothing like what spring onions means. And then probably in America, I don't know if you even fucking know what they are. I mean, because it's like, so that was weird. I remember once going to my friend's house for tea when I was like a teenager. And I was like, what were you talking about? And there was loads of work, and it's just funny wee differences. Um, Because I think that's what my grandma called it too. So I'd do that with her when I was like, what are you talking about? Side-bees, do you want side-bees in your salad? I'm like looking at my mum or my dad like, what the fuck's she on about? And there's and just to confuse matter, my nana's like, "Do you want some spring onions in your salad?" Like, Jesus, talk about confusing, confused. Oh, so funny. Um, it's funny because people from Scotland that are watching me, the different kind of whatever different like parts that you live in and different words that you'll get what I'm saying. There's like there can even be differences with all of that. Oh, so fucking stupid, really. Do you know what I mean? It's just like there can be judgment around it too. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're posh because you're saying that. It's like, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Hate that word. I did that actually really used to piss me off when I was younger. Like, you know what I mean? And do you know what I mean? That pisses me off. Maybe that came into this with me saying that because that is reminding me of that. Like, because it got to the point it's so annoying. Like, I'd be like, stop fucking saying that. Do you know what I mean? Next time you fucking call me posh, I'll show you who's fucking posh. You're posher than me, cunt. Oh, sorry, I did just say that word. Sorry. Moving on, moving on. Can't, it's like the changes in can't and carry. That's what I was saying. Hilarious. Right, so the way I said it, I think we can. Oh dear. I see people on here all the time say that. Right, so let's see. So, what have we got? Identify the divine feminine in this. So, some kind of new beginning is there's a slow start or there's no beginnings happening for you. I feel there's delayed Mercury retrograde drama going on. But there is an awakening going on for you about something in your own life, divine feminine, male and females. And this is the masculine's feminine side. Or this is your twin flame going through their awakening right now. Which of course, yeah, I sometimes forget what I've just said, that they are going through the awakening is I didn't go forward with this and left it unfinished business. Why did I do that when I've never felt a connection? Like I've never ticked that many boxes with someone since that person. And this could have been a long time ago. Look, couldn't decide what to do. When I wanted to, the Ace of Pentacles, I wanted to be able to do that, but I held myself back. Now I'm going into the masculine. So let's get different cards to see these cards. Why didn't the masculine pursue this? Fear, usually. You're worthy of love, no proof is needed. Oh my God, that is sad but beautiful at the same time. So, whoever the masculine is in this, male or female, they didn't feel worthy of your love. Now, that's interesting because Taurus, the second house, is about that. It's about self-worth. So whether this was a deep subconscious, deep down belief, or whether it was conscious too, it was like this person was telling themselves, yeah, can't ever be in serious with them. Um, but this says you are worthy of love. No proof is needed. So I feel like the perspective shift is this masculine. It's probably a case of like, older, wiser, and done the work on themselves that they've come to the conclusion. Like I've just told myself that from other things I've seen around me, from like programming and like this is actually all bullshit. Like there was nothing substantial that actually came from that person to make me believe that. It was my own conditioning. It was nothing that they done wrong towards me. So the way I'm saying it makes me feel like they could have told themselves. Something not so good in the past. Let's see wait a minute. Let's get something for the. Tell me something else about the feminine before I go into the masculine because it's more going into the masculine's feelings. Look at this one. It's like there's a oh she's on the train and it's leaving and he's outside. I thought it was like a force field, but that could be relevant too because that reminds me of Huntsman's. Wait a minute, I always get those films mixed up every single time. But no, it is Huntsman's Winter's War, which is one of my favourites because so's King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. But that's from Huntsman's Winter's War. You know what I'm saying? When there's an ice wall between the two lovers, that the evil queen has cast an illusion that they abandon each other when they haven't. So with me saying evil queen, there could have been either evil's a bit harsh, but there could have been a karmic feminine involved, either romantic, but it doesn't need to be romantic. It could be like a family or a friend or something has, that could have been who seeded the belief in the person that they're not good enough. If fate brought us together, why won't it let us be? So that's what the feminine was saying in the past or now. Why would I meet this person and then not feel like I want to be with anyone else? Why would fate bring us together if we're not allowed to be together? That's what the feminine had said. Oh my God, that's intense, guys. Right, okay, so what right, okay, so let's now put the tarot back. Let's see what's the masculine all about? Let's see. Because we're already going into that stuff. Well, they're working hard on something, and I think that's just when I said they're working hard on themselves. My nose is itching, so love when the spirit might be coming in to chip in. Oh my God, wow. They're working hard on themselves to close out a karmic cycle and they're exhausted because look at that woman on the grass. Now, if you're the masculine, you could be a woman or a man, or your masculine could be a woman or a man. But they're absolutely exhausted. They could be resting, healing after closing out a karmic cycle. So that would fit with, like, again, I think specifically, like, if someone is closing out a karmic marriage, like a divorce, like this can fit with the other one I channeled earlier too. There's a lot of that going on. Someone's been working hard on closing out a karmic cycle. After being confused. Yeah, and options too. So this person got pulled in different directions, either by their own self-sabotage or like, friends and family gearing them a different way. It feels like there's definitely, I mean, that is just such a, oh my God, yeah, they got stuck with the devil. Now, I must stress, when I say they got stuck with the devil, I know that does sound like the person they got stuck with it. It's not, it doesn't need to be that. It doesn't need to be that if they chose a karmic person that they're the devil. Just want to stress that. It's just that whatever they got stuck in, it wasn't healthy. Do you know what it was? Whatever I channeled Mediumship Monday, it's that. Like that actually embodies those two people. Do you know what I mean? It's like you could have initially been attracted to each other, but actually that's all that there was. Like there wasn't a friendship there wasn't the true love, there wasn't the twin flame connection. Because in that it was like the man's a twin flame, the female isn't, and the female's not letting go. A familiar story with all twin flames, but it's kind of like, yeah. But this person's freed themselves from that karmic situation. They've closed it out. But they were confused at some point. And again, I think it's come from programming. And there's just something in it. With the way I was channeling all that weird shit at the start, I can tell. Yeah, 'cause this person didn't tell you the full truth. I think the truth they didn't tell you was how they felt. Like they didn't feel worthy of your love. Didn't feel good enough for you. And I don't think it wasn't you. If you're the feminine, you didn't make this person not feel good enough. It was their own stuff. Um, give me a card for the masculine. Whoa, I've not seen this one yet. Silence is its own kind of confession. That's intense. This person ghosted you. They friend zoned you or they ghosted you. But I'm meaning friend zoned as that was what I said with that card upside down. They felt a real strong passion and they also felt a strong bond, but it scared the shit out of them and they ghosted you. But I'm taking that to mean the silent confession is, I say this all the time, not too much, but it's coming out. This the lack of communication not shutting something down. Because it feels like if this person ever has made an attempt to shut it down, it feels like I'm seeing that if someone like was backed into a corner, like they could have like lashed out and been like, said something to you. And if that has happened, like I feel the shame and the guilt that is plaguing this person is like, well, I want to, I'm explaining it and then take it away because it's horrible because it wasn't true. And that's why the King of Swords was in reverse. So this person was really cold and maybe even quite nasty to you at some point. But I feel like because you backed them into a corner and they lashed out. But the silence is the confession in the silence is I didn't say I don't love you because I do. But it's like I don't feel this person was in a place to do anything about it. But simply, whenever this was, because this can be like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever, it can be not long ago too, but it's because this person, they had to work on themselves. They had to love themselves. Oh fuck, look at this. This is like popping off the bed. We'll catch up and let you know about next week. Yeah, absolutely. Just let me know. Sleep well. Your smile once lit up my entire world. That's quite funny because I didn't say it. I don't feel like I felt that it's a different energy from when I was saying this to unless is that a different card? That might be a different card. Look, I think it's the same one though. No, I think it's the same one. When I was saying that to Beck from her mum, it was a different feeling. And when I was saying wait for the guy that speaks to you like that, this feels even more intense. This feels like this masculine or all the masculines that resonate with. Oh, I love that song. Let me show you the way. Na, 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 na. I will take you. So anyway, I can't sing it obviously, but I think we all know that dance song. So this masculine is being shown the way, and it's like they're wondering how their life would have went if they had chose the way their soul wanted to go, but they chose their ego. And you're not alone. Lots of people do that. But yeah, your smile once lit up this person's entire. I feel when this person, so say you saw this person around the neighborhood, or you saw them, like you saw them out at a pub or party, whatever it is, you'd bump into them, clubs, pubs, whatever. Like their whole face lit up when they saw you. Now whether they would be right over to you or kind of like do the whole, oh, I'm going to pretend I didn't see them, but I'm like fucking yes. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this is the way you made this person feel. Their whole energy changed, and it feels like their whole energy changed that much that it feels like even when this person talks about you now to people that they trust like their whole energy changes. Um, like it's obvious to good and the right people that you're a good influence on them. And but the problem is to the toxic and the wrong people, they'll try and put a stop to that, especially if it's of the karmic variety that are going after the person. But your smile once lit up my entire world, and this person hasn't felt like that about anybody else. And that's what they're reflecting on because I'm going deep in, and because I've been channeling for hours, I'm going deep in their energy. So hello, Brandy. I said hello in my head, but I don't think I said it out loud. Damn, I came into chat but forgot snacks. Be right back. I love it. I love it. Are you using this like it's a film? I love it. It's like when somebody, it's like a family friend that I called my cousin, that Scottish thing that we do. But because I think I think he tunes. I've not actually seen him for age. I've not seen him for years, but he did watch my Facebook Live, so I think I don't know if he watches all these. That'd be quite funny, but he called it like, "Oh, I love watching your show." I was like, "What?" I think it was even to me directly. I think he said it to my dad, but I thought it quite funny. But still going. Yes, I'm still going. I'm an Aries with a Venus in Aries. I'm going to get this shit done so I can have my wee weekend in the middle of the week. So I chimed in when you mentioned me. Oh, lovely. Right. So, um, God, a very interesting synchronicity with things. It's like that. Honestly, the names that are popping up on the telly when I'm saying things tonight, it's like, whoa. Either for like clients of mine or myself, it's like I'll be shouting out those names anyway. But right, so um Is there anything else you want to say, masculine? Because this was to identify, and this is quite a long bit to spend on this. But it's okay. We're going into it. It's quite funny, right? That song starts off Bad Boy. It's, French Montana and featuring Sway Lee, whatever. Um, I can't remember how it goes. But unforgettable. Oh my God, that fits. Yeah, you're unforgettable. Hello, hello, lovely piece. How are you doing? Are you new? Are you a twin flame? You don't need to be a twin flame, but I'm just checking. Um, you're unforgettable to this person. That's already come through with this. What you're searching for may not be what you truly want. And this came out earlier. This person kept trying to find, it's not that they kept trying to find you in other people, they kept trying to find that same feeling. Well, I'm just waiting to see what you're saying next. If it's going to be a big load of. It's just interesting, some of the. Come on, we've not got all day. What's coming after the well? Just try to work out if you're a troll or, uh, you know, anyway, whatever. Right, so what else? One more. There are things I never got the chance to tell you. Yeah, that's fitting with the story. There's the silence spoke volumes, and this person had a lot to tell you that they never told you. And I think they want to tell you it now, but whether they're going to get the courage to do that remains to be seen. Right, okay, so let's now crack on with the rest of the story. So, Brandy, you back with your snacks? Let's see. So, actually, let's get where are those cards? The ones I usually use for the, because these can get like really crazy detail with these. So, tell me more about the feminine because I used did I even use? I don't feel like I used any. Oh no, I did use the tarot for that. Right, okay. Give me some info about the feminine. Oh, fucking hell. Now, sometimes it can come out with the karmic energy around the feminine or the masculine. So now, student has just come out. Humility and devotion to knowledge, openness, lifelong learning. Arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So, right, with the weird way they're saying this to me, because it wasn't quite reverse, and maybe it did come out reverse. It kind of flipped, but I feel like, it's like this came out for, this is quite interesting. This came out for Aries too. So out of all those cards for the same one to come out, I can't remember it. No, but the student came out for masculine on that one. But basically, like I feel in the past, I feel the feminine. I feel you knew this person wasn't ready. And sorry, I didn't actually expand on that song that's still on. I don't like that word in bad boy because oh my God, like I mean, talk about childhood wounding. If someone was ever called a bad boy at school or you're a bad boy, all of that has so much. So sorry, trigger warning, that can, bad girl, bad boy. Because again, if you say that in a nursery, I don't know if it's just, but if you say that in a nursery here, you get the sack. Like if you, which that can be very hard if some people are brought up. Like, I know loads of people who'd be like, you're a bad boy, you're a bad girl. It's like, but if you if you say that in a nursery, you get the sack. Like, that's not okay. I don't know if it's in America, but that's not okay. It's all kind of like, that wasn't kind. Like, wee Jimmy, you just picked up a chair and bashed it over your wee pal's head. That wasn't very kind. You know what I mean? That's the way, it's, I think we need to be somewhere in the middle about, you need to let kids know it's like, look, you could have really hurt them, you could have killed them, you could have took their eye, well, I don't know about killed them, but you could have took their eye out, you could have, you know what I mean? You need to find a bit of balance, but yeah, you know what I mean? It's, I think we all know where I'm going with that. It can be a bit kind of, a bit ridiculous at times that it's like, that wasn't very kind. Um, but but yeah, I really do feel like the bad boy thing stood out to me because I feel it's in line with what was coming through here. Like this person didn't feel good enough, and I feel this comes through a lot, but it's because it is a real thing here. It's like this masculine. So again, like I said, I can't help guys. This is the way it always comes through. It's like whenever I pick the masculine, when I'm picking up the main story, they're a guy, the feminine's a girl. But it can be same sex or it can be the other way. We all know that jazz, right? But um. Because in your personal session, if you are same sex, I pick up on how it is, or I would pick up on it if it's the other way around, if you're the female, divine masculine, and blah, 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 we get. So, but it feels like this masculine, whether it was at school or within your friendship group or family, like, you had a label, like either you were a bad boy or oh they're a bit of a bad boy, you know what I mean, or they're a player or something like that. And over time a lot of people saying that over a long time and you develop a persona. um if you do then meet somebody that is meant for you and you feel either love at first sight or you just feel like oh shit, like this is like making me feel all kind of things that I've never felt before, and I'm not ready for that, and that's not even who I am. I don't settle down, and I don't want to be different from my friends, and I don't want to, like, this is too soon, and like I feel like I'm feeling all of this shit coming in my head, like from what this person went through, um, and but like that's deeply ingrained into the all of this. So we're moving on now. Harry could be a significant name because that just flashed up on the telly. But oh, it's even you think about like Harry Styles as well. Like he's like a bad boy kind of, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's just something about it. But it's like I feel if you're the feminine, like you. Like that's what I'm getting from student in reverse. It's like, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. But I feel like you kept trying, you were a bit in denial, I think, that you thought that this person could be ready before they actually were. Like, whereas it feels like it's clearly going the way that the other, what the shorts say, like, that the shorts that I've channeled for today or tomorrow was, you're ready when you're ready. And well, it feels like this person is ready now, or they're about to be, whenever this all comes to pass. But they weren't when this happened. Um, oh, that's in the verse too. Oh my God, that's exactly what I just described. That's so creepy. Using humor to wound rather than liberate. Denial of your emotional truth. Hello, when I just said denial. That's interesting. The feminine was in denial about the masculine being ready, therefore the masculine mirrored with denial of their emotional truth. Now sorry, I'm not being listen, I trigger people while you're trying, especially because the sun, wait a minute, is it might actually, oh, it's 144 when I was saying that too. The whole twin flame journey's triggering. But, um, so wait a minute. Yeah, like it's like the sun is actually conjunct my it was exact yesterday, but the sun is conjunct my moon. So, I'm meant to be triggering people like to, awakening stuff and that right now because my moon is conjunct Uranus all the time, like my own Uranus, and the South Node, which is why I help people release things from the past and past life stuff and like, all of that. But it feels like that is just a real drop the mic moment that it's like at some point the feminine has been in denial of your own emotional truth. You knew this person wasn't ready, but you kept trying to tell yourself that they were, and they weren't. So this person has mirrored back by being in denial of their emotional truth. And they also are the type of person that would use humor to hide their wounds, but also they could lash out. So yeah, that's what I feel this person's done. Like it felt like that. It felt like this person has lashed out and said something. So they could have been saying something in a kind of jokey way, but or it might not have been jokey at all. And they've said something that's hurt you if you're the feminine, and it wasn't true. but it was to mask you were getting too close to the truth. Oh, this is getting juicy now. What else do we get from this? Visionary. Now, oh, that was kind of going that way, wasn't it? So I feel you are like myself. Oh my God, the song that's just come on is called Ego. When I said this is crazy, the song that's come on is called Ego, or it's by a band called Ego. All it says is Ego in capital letters, right? But you're a psychic, or because on that card it is a woman with a crystal ball. Now, you might not wear a scarf around your head because we've moved on from those times, but capacity to vision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. You must have said at some point to this person, I don't think that's how you feel. Like I think you're talking shite, or I think, I don't know, you said something like that. You've challenged this person, and I think they've lashed back with like, what are you talking about? Or I don't know. I'm not gonna like, it's however it was. They've said something. They've been backed up in a corner and they didn't want to drop the mask and they've lashed out. Um, Hermit. Now, this person's been in hermit healing themselves. Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serve personal creativity. Shadows withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments others, refusing to help those in need. Now, it was in the reverse. I feel it's more the energy of this person has been in hermit too long. Like they've went in a dark night of soul, and it feels like in the dark night of soul, this masculine's whatever it was, the exchange you've had. Now this could have been 15 years ago, this could have been 10 years ago, this could have been 2 months ago, this could have been 2 days. You know what I mean? It's different for different people, but that's like whatever it is. It's like it's hurting them, hurting you, hurt them, because if you're the feminine, you are their own inner feminine, and it's got them in touch with their feelings. It's part of their awakening. And I did say when I pulled the judgment card that could be about your twin flames awakening. And this is the twin flame I'm tapping into. So, judge, balancing justice, compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So, there's a lot about judge here. This masculine feels they've been judged for something. Like it feels maybe like judged by God or a higher power for being it too in their ego. Basically, this is a dark night of soul. This is somebody's ego death I'm channeling. Right. What else tell us about the karmic energies? Well, they fucking done what I asked. Now, normally when I pull angel upright, that's the divine feminine, but I pulled no angel. I pulled angel in reverse. So, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Holy fuck, I've not done one like this in a while. That's fascinating. So, we've got a genuine psychic healer, channeler, medium, shaman. If you're all of them, pretty nuts when but you know what I mean? If you're one of them things, or maybe a couple of them things, you're real, basically. And this one ain't. And I think we know where this is going. This masculine picked a false earth angel that could have specifically had some type of psychic gift to the point where they could fool people. Or they do genuinely have psychic gifts, but they abuse them for misuse of power. Very different than the twin flame journey, the divine fit. This is like in the days of Atlantis. This is the fall of Atlantis. What happened? Now again, this is so funny. I ain't read a book about that. It just starts coming through, and that's what I mean about it. That's like my Edgar Casey sort of energy. But it's like you know what I mean. I know, and I know enough about that. It's come through before where people get tricked by the false seers and psychics. Basically, they're not genuine and they use their powers for like black magic and spell work and stuff. But yeah, either way, it's like if this person isn't actually doing some type of psychic work themselves, they're acting innocent and angelic to mislead the masculine. Oh, I'm this, and they're like, when you're at work, they're away around the neighbours getting it on kind of thing. I hope not literally. I just use that as an example, but you never know. Falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. I feel we're twin flames. Or I'm your soulmate and that person's your twin flame, but twin flames aren't a good thing. And because this masculine's inner child was wounded, they were manipulated by this false Earth Angel. Awakens compassion and desire to serve others, wounded children, opens learning, past forgiveness. That's what I've moved through. Like I have healed my wounded inner child to become an empowered inner child to help you heal all of your inner child. Um, but yeah, so if you're the masculine, it's like you're innocent. At the heart of it, you're innocent, and I feel you've attracted a dark attachment and a karmic energy at some point. But again, it's going to go that they're, if we go from what I've done on Mediumship Monday, it's going to be that they've then, it's all just a big fucking roundabout, isn't it? Right, so let's now move on to the next bit. Um, right, so actually, I want those cards for the past energy. Tell us a wee bit more about what happened in the past then, from the feminine's perspective. Pain. Pain, apprehensive, afraid, cautious. So whatever it was, I heard you in that. Like you felt apprehensive, afraid, cautious, maybe even quite alone in whatever you were going through. But you put that pain behind you because I pulled it out reverse. So you moved through some kind of painful situation. So whatever it was that this person said or done or mixture of both was difficult for you at the time, but you've healed from it. Escape, I left and things got hard, and this person, they bolted. So whatever they said quickly after they've said it, they were, if they were in your life, they were out your life, or if you spoke, you never heard from them again. It's like I feel like this was a start of a big separation. And if you've already been in separation, it was like an extended separation. But it was this time they're saying it was so that this person went through their ego death. It had to be bad. I left when things got hard. It's led to this person's breaking point, or it will. Breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. And unfortunately, like this is the past, but it's going into the present. So that's what's keep that's this is when you're staying stuck in the past because it's the question is um South Node repeating patterns. So I feel if you're not moved through the pain, you're staying stuck in the pain of the past of whatever this is about. And if this makes no sense to you, it's not yours. But you'll be surprised how many people this could make sense to. Right, so what's the present energy? And let's stick with the same cards and see what's the present energy for the feminine. Curse. Oh my God, that came out universal. Hex, witchcraft, negative mind. So whether you're aware of it or not, like there was I'm gonna show it up right though. There was somebody that was sending like evil eye, negative energy. Now it could be this karmic energy that this masculine got involved with, or it could be somebody entirely different. Just haters gonna hate. Like it's especially because I wouldn't say it if I didn't see but because that card had a psychic on it it's more than likely that you're doing something like myself. Because like I said, and it's quite funny the way I started this. I don't know what the hell's that, but um, it does feel like I'm talking to somebody that does similar to me. You know what I mean? It does feel like you are online, and so you get people just listen. People have got all sorts of shit out there, and they can get very unhealthily attached. They're attached, can become an attachment themselves, like negative energy. Trust me, I don't like to talk about it too much because it's like you don't want to attract these energy. But it's like I've had people become obsessed and weirdly copying and jealous, and it's creepy. It's very disturbing. Like, don't really want to relive any of that. But um, yeah. But I also feel it's like you feel like there's been a bit of a curse around you, like with this whole twin flame journey. It's like I said that weird twin flame, but it's like you can't escape it, because you can't. But it's like whatever the pain of the past is like been like around you, like it's just lingering. Um, right, so give me something about the masculine. But that also feels like that, that's the feminine's, that's the masculine's feelings, the masculine's feminine energy. So I feel, there was a curse over the masculine. There's basically a curse, it's like there's a curse over the masculine too. Like you couldn't see clearly and you were manipulated, maybe by a few people, and that's how you've been able to be manipulated by that karmic feminine that I've picked up on. But either way, it's like there was distortion here. There's distortion with both people. Right, masculine. I said what I said. Fucking same card out with it. There's not loads of but look, same card. So yeah, there was distortion. So what I always feel with this too is because there's a pumpkin on it. This feels honestly, and we need to find who this resonates with because that does my head in when the same thing keeps coming up. But there's something about Halloween or Scorpio season. There's something like some kind of rumor or lie has been told or distortion or twisting of something that is like festered away, particularly in the masculine. I keep feeling it's like, a Halloween party or something, or a party or something. Somebody said something, and it's like a bad seed that they've planted that wasn't true. But for both people to get the same card, this is present energy as well. It's like, I more just feel they're saying this feels like a curse. And it's like, what's going to break the curse is sorry to go all Disney on you here, especially not Disney, but it's like, it's the kiss that breaks the spell. Distracted. Sidetrack, change release. Whoever it was that told some sort of rumor or lie or something, specifically to the masculine, um, it was to derail you, it was to distract you, it was to sidetrack you. Now this I don't think we will ever change habits. So again, this definitely feels like a party or something, because that habits card always reminds me of like drinking or heavier stuff. Soul tie, I always feel connected to you. Soul ties aren't always a good thing, remember. Soul tie can be karmic things too, but it's like that's why people get confused sometimes with the karmic energy. But in this case, it is the soul tie as a twin flame. It's like the red string of fate. But I just feel it does feel like it's been a curse at times to both people. But being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. This masculine's got the clarity on whatever was said and the person's motive behind saying it. So this is where we're like, we want to know what they said, but but that's just what I'm picking up on. Pain that caused pain, apprehension, afraid, caution. It's like it's made both people like second guess each other, and it meant that there was no new beginning, and there was like chasers in reverse, and it put you off each other, and that's what it was meant to do. So maybe it could be neglected. I failed to give you what you need. So maybe it could be that that person had a motive. Now, is it going to be that somebody it's somebody that's fancied somebody that's what to put them off, or is it just somebody that wants to cause trouble? But we'll see. Right. So let's get these cards. What is the masculine wanting to say then to the feminines that are resonating with this? So remember, it doesn't need to be as specific as what I've homed in on. It'd just be boring if I didn't go right into home in on what I'm tuning into. I don't know how to handle my emotions now. That fits the breaking point, doesn't it? Oh shit, where's that card actually? That would be nah. I mean, oh fuck, we'll just go with whatever. I might even just that's quite simple. No, I can't smile. That's seems a bit wrong, doesn't it? Whenever it sees ones that say something kind of brutal, I don't feel like I can smile. Um, yeah, this person doesn't know how to handle their emotions, and the video that's on right now is very weird, but it's like a big pair of like talking lips, and there's a cat swimming through the water. Just waiting to see what it does. But it looks like the one that stops me. That's scary. That cat looks like exactly the same one that's in my stare. And all the other cats love me, right? And they'll like, stop. And I don't pet them or anything, but I'll say hi to them and that. And there's one that hisses at me every time it sees me, and it's like kind of scary, you know what I mean? But I always take it as a bit of an omen because on all my decks, like it's not a good thing, so it's not you know, it's like it's reminding me of, like black magic and witchcraft and stuff. And because I've mentioned Halloween, so it's all this Halloween stuff's coming in. But yeah, this is a weird video, so it's like somebody's put a curse. That's what I mean. It's like the curse is it's like twisted word like lied. It's like something like that. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. So it's like currently like this masculine is well, been in hermit too long, um, can't handle their emotions right now, and they're needing to clear their head. But I'm hopeful. I hope we can put the past and the bad times behind us and start again. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I hope they can forgive the error of my ways. I was naive and childish. What I always say about that is very mature masculine. But, and I know some of you might come towards you and say something like that, but let's dig into what the error of my ways that were naive and childish were. Um, what was that? Clear entangled karma. Yep, that'll do it. I think that needs to be the thumbnail because it's got a big massive, well, it's like it looks like spider webs, and we know that that's. Oh my God, I think we need the curse card on the front actually for every relationship holds lessons. Break free from karmic ties that no longer serve your growth. Right, so I think the problem was, right, this masculine was tied to someone from the past. And because of whatever they hadn't healed from that, whatever was like twisted from whatever, whoever it is, I mean, that person doesn't even fucking need to matter, but whoever it is that said something that's like triggered some kind of overthinking and, something in the masculine, it'd be a troublemaker. It's like, look, cloudy judgment, illusion, unbalanced, distorted. It's just confused an already confused person. Past life, yeah, it's a past life enemy. Um, that spies on you. Like, okay, I'm fucking sick of this. Where did this already come through at the start of this? Because that'd make sense if it came through at the start of this. But it's like, it is, I don't know, it's come through in one of the lives tonight. It's like, it's people that spy on you, social network information ways. It's people that, they haven't moved on with their own life and they spy on you and they like to cause trouble. Like they gossip about you and that, like shocking turmoil, trouble, like you know what I mean? Like you're long out each other's life, and I just think this is somebody that's wounded and let's see. There we go, curse, yeah, because that came out for both people. I think that has to be in the thumbnail. Um, let's see. Curse, breaking point, soul tie. Actually, curse, soul tie. So basically, this masculine had an unhealthy soul tie. Something, even if this is like someone they'd split up with ages ago, or it wasn't even a serious relationship, but it's like a codependent kind of hooking up with somebody over a long period of time. It's like it's so much karma and too much attachment that this person was always like a ghost from the past that was stopping this person from moving on. So, a minute. And lowering their self-worth. I don't, it's not like, this effect that this person's had on um someone has left a real lasting negative effect on them that they've had to clear the energy of, as well as whatever has happened with the masculine and the twin flame. So fuck, this is quite a lot. Right, so is there anything else the well, I'm putting them all in different places. Is there anything else the masculine wants to say before we move on? I need to do the feminine's cards actually. I don't feel like I deserve you yet. So after all that's said and done, but this still goes back to right at the start what I got. This masculine like didn't make this become anything more serious because deep down they didn't feel worthy of your love. Um, and after whatever's all they don't feel like they deserve you. Like they've self-sabotaged. I did see the self-sabotage when I was shuffling. I want one from this deck actually. Um, I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love too long. OMG, when I said this masculine's been in hermit too long. Wow, that's pretty accurate to what we've picked up on. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. Yeah, this person's in quite a shitty place. We were too different. That's why I'm with someone similar to me. Ouchie. So that's that's what I felt like. That's what this person's done. Like they've chose somebody that they feel is more similar to them, easier, not intense. Obviously, there's going to be an attraction there. I know that's not going to be something that the feminists are what you know what I mean, but there's an attraction there. Might not be anymore, mind you, but there was attraction there at some point. I don't feel there is anymore though. It doesn't really matter how hot this person is. There's not for this intensity that I'm feeling towards it. There might not be a lot going on there. Or if there is, there's not emotion behind it. Um, Right, what's the feminine wanting to say back to the masculine? I can feel you missing me and I miss you so much too. Mum says hang up. So that's interesting that I said what's that. So I've never got that with that card for that. It's really specific. Because the feminine is a seer, a psychic, a medium, whatever words you want to use, you're psychic, because we saw the psychic on the picture, right? You felt like an oppressive mother energy. So whether it is like this karmic person from the past or the person's actual mum or whatever. So you might not actually know what it is, but all you know is you know there is like a mother energy involved. Now, it could even be like a sister or some mum or something. It's something though. And it's like you're the feminine and you feel it. What I would put that down to is it's distorted feminine energy. So I just want to stress it doesn't actually need to be someone's actual mum, but it's a distorted energy around a masculine that's had enough of a hold over them, however they've done that, to distort the way that they love themselves and the way that they look at whatever the connection is with the feminine. You can achieve anything you set your mind to. Now, you see, I don't think that's the type of people this person's been around. I don't think they say things like that. We trigger each other, that will ease up when we communicate effectively. And we're in the week of the full moon about communication. And that's what it feels like it's just coming down to with all the ones I've done tonight. Like, there needs to be, like, communication. Like, all this guessing games has left both people tangled up in a curse because you've left gossip and rumours and trying to feel into things to work out that you should just talk to each other. Honor the contract. Holy fuck, what's this about? Because when that's got soul ties, is honor the contract with the karmic energy to close it out. Because remember, with the tarot, I mean, fuck, I've been doing this that long now. I can't remember if that was for. Nah, it was for this one, wasn't it? That the. Oh, hello! Hello, integrating karma. Yes, I'm back. I told you we'd have some cool people coming on because it's late for me. Hello, how are you doing? Um, so the contract could be the karmic contract that needed to be played out. But we've already saw from the tarot that I remember that much that it was the world card came out. So this person's completed an exhausting cycle with a karmic energy. Or a few karmic people, it feels like. Some lessons were written before you arrived. Facing them now completes the soul agreement, and whatever it is, that's closed out. The karmic bullshit, it could be that it's a few karmic people, romantically, friends, family, whatever, and it's all closed out. But this person's exhausted and healing, um, and now they're wanting that's them coming forward in the light to honor the contract with you. Oh, deep stuff, isn't it? Right. Okay. So, they needed to love themselves. That's basically what it comes down to. This person needed to love themselves. So it could never have been what you wanted it to be. Oh, I'm getting really into this one. It could never have been what you wanted it to be in the past, both people, because you both didn't love each other. Even if you thought you did, you didn't. And that's what I'm hearing. It's like, even, and I feel that could be triggering for the fit, even if you thought you, because I've even said that about me, like, look, I'm a fucking feminine, divine feminine teacher, like helping people with this journey for years. And I was teaching people self-love way back when, helping loads of people love themselves and everything. And I was loving myself as much as I could, but I have been sitting in unconditional love now for several years, but it never stops because you then have to be putting in boundaries and you have to be putting in tight boundaries of your work and your family and your friends and your twin flame where it becomes a thing, I mean, karmic energy, it's a lot of work that not everyone's willing to do. Um, but it feels like, the people I'm tuning into, it's like it feels like either that's what the masculine's waking up to now, and I'm just wondering, there's a song ending and the singer is called Dopamine. So I feel this masculine was chasing dopamine hits. So it's kind of like, getting the dopamine hits from the, quick things, not long-term things at some point. But they've never been able to find the feminine in other people. Because we can't, because there's only one us, you know what I mean? Shape your future. You're the creator of your future. Make choices that reflect your highest self. And look, this that's really clever. Like, look, this man is like building a path. So that's the masculine now on a different path, building like with plans to build towards the future they want, which is not their past. Don't let the ruins of your past ruin your future springs to mind. Okay, so um I really went into it. So that's a lot going on in the present energy. So like, because I spent ages on that. So remember the thing that's sticking out to me the most though is that you both got the curse card. That is not sitting right with me. Whoever finds this, if you want to book a personal session, I want to dig into this deeper, but I'm going to have to move on. But it's like, because remember, I'm going to put these in the playlist, so it's like people can find this years later, a year later, 6 months. But if you resonate with this, it's like that card, because you both got the curse card for the present energy, whenever you might find this, if it's yours, it's definitely, and because I mentioned that Huntsman's Winter's War, and there's an ice wall, that it is a feminine energy, right enough. It is a karmic feminine that's created an illusion. Whoever it is, it's a female energy that has lied about something that has created an illusion for both people. And either that person has access to both people. This could be at different times, like it's someone that's like quietly been, with like, the metaphorical music deck, kind of, oh, I'll just stir a little bit here with him and then I'll stir a little bit with her here. And it's like always steering it like, to play a different tune than what was actually like I feel it would be really bad music if this turned into music that this person um it might not be asked, but that no, that is for someone. Right, okay. So, um right, so what would help the masculine get out of their comfort zone? You've taken time to see things from a different perspective. We've already saw you spent too long in Hermit. That's the masculine coming forward to apologise. So that's, if it hasn't happened yet, that's what this person's, look, it's a secret. Oh, look, full moon too, though. Oh my God, it's a secret. I'm coming forward as the emperor. Well, it's not somebody's secret. I've just fucking let the secret out. It's this person's paused for a different perspective. They're coming forward to apologise. Maybe specifically for some people at the full moon or at a full moon. But you see, I think that is for a lot, where some people are free. But this may look, okay, this is where I say, chill out, it's not everyone's, but if this is yours, it's the last full moon of this year. It's a super moon. It's a brilliant opportunity to clear the air, speak about things, and move into next year with a fresh slate. Whatever, get it all out basically. You don't need to fucking, oh, happy ever after, fucking, you know what I mean? But have the conversation because this masculine has closed the karmic cycle enough because it come out in the tarot. Um, but this actually more feels like this person's been working on themselves and they're coming forward. They've been working on themselves in secret while you're sitting, look, feeling regret, sadness. You could even be really upset. Five of Cups. Actually, now that's what we've just saw what their deal is. So full moon on the telly there too just flashed up. What's like? What would help the feminine get out of their comfort zone? Listen to your higher self and this person. You've humbled this person. Look, that card always means that to me because it's like he's calming the animal. So it reminds me in the strength card when the woman's taming the lion. You tame this person's demons. There's a card in that other deck that says that. There's a group that worked against you. So I'm just tuning in on like I was tuning in on a female really strongly. I'm tuning in on lots of karmic females, but it's like but that's what it is. It's like, that's what the curse is. I just feel there's a lot of people that have stuck their road in. Not well, obviously not in a good way. I was going to say not in a good way, but it's never in a good way. It's like that's yeah, there's a group working against this connection. On a soul level, they're meant to. I I can't believe that. Whatever the thumbnail is, we've just found what the real thumbnail is. To stop the Emperor getting to their Empress. Look, they've got the masculine to the point of confusion and exhaustion through that curse that held them back from their Empress. Imagine daring to keep that. Imagine daring to keep two people that make each other that happy. The Dirty Dancing Lovers card and the happiest card in the deck, some would say, although I would say it was that one. The Sun, look. That's how happy. If you're resonating with this, that's how. Oh my god, that's the thumbnail, isn't it? As much as I want the Emperor and Empress, that's how happy you make each other when there's not all this curse and illusion stopping you. We're getting the Emperor again. Like there's shock and tower moment that caused both people to be. Now that might not have anything to do with all the other bullshit. This could be something else, but there was a shock and tower moment that had you both very upset. I'm going in to find the Emperor because I think that's a strong contender. Christ, it hasn't been happening. It did happen. Oh my God! Don't tell me shit. That'd be weird if it was today's. That was the thumbnail on the one the other day. So if people resonated with the one I done the other day, this feels like the same story. Remember, this can resonate with a group of people, but let's. Yeah, look, 3 days ago, I've put the Emperor and Empress on that. It says going forward. What if I? Oh my God! Oh shit! I forgot that was. Oh my God! That's so exciting! I haven't watched that yet. Like I haven't watched it back. The thumbnail for tomorrow is every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. What does that say? I think it's the one about. Is it the one I let people manipulate me into ghosting you? I can't fucking see it. My eyes are. But it's that Two of Cups card that I love, where the guy's kissing her in the head, and it is that, and it's the Four of Wands. It just keeps getting better and better. Just keeps getting better. Oh my God, is that it? Every little thing that you do, so in love with you. It just keeps getting better. That's Lone Star. That's funny. Baby, I'm amazed by you. Sorry, I'm singing it like that because you kind of have to. That's right. God, when I was a teenager, one of the girls I worked with had that as her wedding song. And it was actually lovely. Like, it did suit them because I think they met when they were really young at school. And they were just like a really lovely couple. She was a really lovely person. All the kids, I loved her. All the kids loved her. Everybody loved her. She was just one of those people. Um, and it suited them that that was their wedding song. Every time our eyes meet. This feeling inside me is almost more than I can take. Oh yeah, but that fits with this. Although song's a bit too cheesy for me, but you know what I mean? It is a lovely song. Baby, I'm amazed by you. I'm gonna fuck that's not gonna be able to get out of my head. Oh, that's quite nuts though. So right, okay, so Emperor and the Empress, but yeah, let's get back to this because we don't get distracted from the point. Whoever the troublemakers are, however many they are, they did put this person in a point of healing. So it's basically put this person in a fucking breakdown. It sounds like both people. When you're the Emperor and the Empress, like I mean, by the time you get to this point, you've both went through all the different kings and queens to get to that point. Like you are like the ultimate power couple together. No wonder everyone's trying to tear you down when you got that type of passion. And you make each other that happy. You're not going to find somebody that makes you each other that happy. So, hello thumbnails. Hello thumbnails. Let's do this. So, too many thumbnail options. Ah, that's quite annoying though, because it was the curse card, wasn't it? It's kind of like, look, do we go with the T, right? The curse one. If you've watched from the start, do we go with the curse thumbnail or did we go with the happy Emperor and Empress? Although she's facing the wrong way actually. And I think that one. I'm sorry, love that. I just fucking love that card. I really do. I love it. It's just like even as I'm like, yay! When I see it, it like makes me feel like dirty. It feels like how happy we feel at Dirty Dad. Look, you've never. Oh, this is sad. Look, you've literally never, both never forgot each other. That's what that card's about. Soulmates, twin flames, past life lover. You've never got over each other. Doesn't matter how long it's been. The devil, but the devil held you back. In this case, and I always say when I pull that for a karmic energy, this the devil is the person that told the lie. So this was intentional. This is kind of dark, actually. Is this because this full moon's going into my eighth house? This is kind of dark. This is somebody wanted you to this is somebody wanted to keep you apart. Like somebody knew what they were doing. Look, all that love for each other. Somebody wanted to keep somebody like confused and burdened and out in the cold. But it's weird. It's like it's too many people because it's like I'm just picking up on like some kind of gossip, whoever that's come from, and then I'm picking up on like now that's starting to feel like a karmic energy, like somebody that's had something to do with this person. It could even be all entangled, like maybe it's like the karmic energy at some point is like friends with the person that's gossiped, or it's like a friend to a friend. It feels all like a big spider web of bullshit. That's what it feels like. So let's move on to the next bit because we need to rush this to the happy ending bit. So, what karmic lessons are learning and what needs to be released? Well, we've already fucking unpacked that, but let's just quickly ask it. What have we got for the feminine then? Your past shapes you, but it doesn't define you. That's like what I just said when I said, don't let the ruins of your past ruin your future. But also, this is a woman walking away and a guy's hand reaching out, right? We can only assume it's a guy. It might be same sex, but look, the chains are breaking. So you broke the chains. If you're the feminine, you're like whatever's going on here, I can see that this. But that's what it is. You might not know exactly what it is, but you feel that this person is. I did say a mother at one point too, the mum says hang up. I feel specifically it's like if you're this feminine energy, you're like, if this is family, I need to walk on and let this go because for now, because this person's clearly always going to side with their family over me because a lot of people would. And if it is family, however, like loads of family or one person in particular that's planting seeds of doubt, then time will sort it all out. But look, that's the feminine's walking away, almost, she's getting tiny there. So the feminine's walking into the light, and but the man's hand's still like that, like. But yeah, it just feels like you're in a bit of an impossible situation where you're like, whether it's family or what, if it's not family, it feels like friends that are really codependent that are like family, that the person was never going to listen to you. Doesn't You could scream until you're blue in the face, they were never going to listen to you. You needed to walk away. So, um, the masculine. So that's a karmic lesson the feminine needed to learn, and you've learned it because you walked away, and it's clearly going to go that it's helped this masculine walk away from whoever it is they needed to. So, we were supposed to be us, not just you and me. Oh, that's sad. That's the karmic lesson the masculine's learning right now. Wasn't meant to go this way. We were meant to be. Oh my God, that's going to make me cry. That we've just fucking seen that with the cards. We've just seen that with the tarot. The lovers, the happiest card in the deck, which can also be about union. We've also seen the Emperor and the Empress. I mean, like, you know what I mean? How many more couples do we need going on here? You were meant to be Emperor and Empress. You were meant to be the lovers that chose each other that didn't have eyes for anyone else because the man's not looking at any other women in that card. The woman's not looking at any other men. They're looking right in each other's eyes. So what went wrong? Only the people that story this is will know. If you're the masculine, I would say, you still might not know as the feminine. But the masculine's sitting like, we weren't supposed to be you and me. We were meant to be us. But look at how they're walking along with their brollies. So you've been walking alongside. That's like I don't know where I said it, and I either said it in Aries or Mediumship Monday. You've went through your own hell, and then you've been dragged through it again with them energetically because they've been going through their hell. But that's what you do when it's true love. And that's how the masculine realizes who the real feminine is, because whoever the karmic feminines are either the devil putting them through hell or several devils. Like, doesn't need to be romantic, it could be family, friends, whatever, because family flashed up on the telly. They're given confirmation left, right, center. And the feminine never left. So you might not have seen this person in years, but they've felt your energy right beside them, because that's what twin flames are. And that's why I've always said all along, be very mindful of the people close in your life. If they take like if they're bad mouthing your twin flame or they're taking an instant dislike, if they know of them or if they've met them, there's something about you that triggers that person. I don't care what their connection is to you. There's something about you, not your twin flame, that triggers them. Pay close attention. I've helped enough people with this over the time to know that, and I've noticed it with myself when I notice things like that. Um, Endings aren't always endings yet. It's one of these things that was unfinished business and it wasn't a real ending. Although, Christ, we've seen a lot of people wanted it to be. Don't let fear be your driver. Look, driving home for Christmas. Maybe this person is heading to you for Christmas. But again, let's not get our hopes up any of these times, but that's what we learned in this. But yeah, look, it's a demon's hand coming in. Who's the demon? This is such a weird one. This is like if I'd be invested in this. It is a bit like a film. We don't know who that is. That's maybe symbolic of fear, but I would say that is like there's a pivotal person here that's like there's actually too many. There's somebody that gossiped. There's possibly a potential for at least one person out there that's like a mother figure or somebody that is a mother in the equation. But yeah, I feel that's that I feel that's the masculine pushing through their fear to drive to the feminine. Not everyone's meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you something. That's the karmic lessons that the masculine was learning. Running from your problems won't solve them. That's what they've learned. It didn't solve them. Didn't forget you. Right, so in the shadows, although, oh yeah, look, there we go. That's definitely come through in this. I want a future with you, so here I come. So, I'm dreaming. I dream about holding you close. It feels safe and warm in your arms, and I never want the dream to end. This needs to be my reality. Yep, I want a future with you. It's like there's nothing here for me now. That's what I can feel this, but there's nothing left to tie up here. And like I've saw what I couldn't see through, and I don't really want to hang around for any more of it, really. So what have we got? What's shadow work? This is a bit of a funny deck. The inner, um, it is the brand, do you know? So. It'd be quite funny if it wasn't, and I'm talking to her like I know it is. It's great. All the handles have changed and stuff too. So, oh, what is this? Oh, it just keeps getting juicy. Many choices, opportunities abound when you're in a dilemma. All roads lead to Rome. Look at all your options, but in reverse. So in the shadows, you're still the one I dream of, the only one You know what I mean? That one, Shania Twain. Another cheeseball one. Sorry if anyone had that as a wedding song, but it is probably the most number one. I've said this before, right? And I can, it's long in the past now, but there was an extended family member of mine that we were at the wedding, and obviously it was like, well, anyway, I'm not saying exactly what, but anyway, it was a extended, it was I've no idea when this was. I think this was actually nearly 20 years ago. Oh my God, his name just flashed up on the telly. Oh my God, that's how real this is when I'm doing this. Like my family member's name just okay, that's really freaky. Okay, I'm not even kidding you, right? If this was a personal reading right now, I would be able to say the names, but I'm not doing that in public. Not only did the person connected to me's name flash up on the TV, there was then a female's name that flashed up on the TV. And I'm pretty sure that is the person name. That's really freaky. But anyway, the way this story is going is that ended up in divorce. So anyway, we'll move on. But like, So there's confirmation that if somebody was married, it ended up in divorce, and that was a very quick anyway. So it really wasn't, it actually shit. Like some of these dark toxic that's actually what that ended up being. Like that. Talk about karmic lesson. Anyway, the point was at that wedding, I was like, I bet you anything, the song's going to be that song, and it was. And I think it was, yeah, I remember who I said it to, and they were like, how the fuck do you know that? Well, obviously I fucking know it because I'm psychic. I done it at my best pal's wedding too. I guessed what her, I guessed what her song was that she was going to, and I didn't say it, but yeah, it was exactly what I thought it was. So you know what I mean? But this is, so like, I mean, I've been this like my whole life, but that's what I heard when I held that. It's like, you're still the one. Oh my God. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have taken the long road. They said, I bet we'd never make it. But so in this case, it's not that you've been together a long time and people said, oh, they'll never make it, they'll never stay together. It's the long road that is, the long, confusing, cursed road that put all these hurdles and different people in the way to stop you from ever becoming a thing. And it's kind of like when you get to each other, looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. You know what I mean? That's quite a different spin on it. But yeah, so you're still the one after all this time. And I'm sure she gives a wee speech at the start of that, a wee cheesy speech. After all this time, you're still the one. You know what I mean? I don't like that the song that's just come on is called I Wanna Be You. So I think we might have had a copycat energy involved here. Somebody, oh God, we did. I've already channeled that ages ago at the start of this. Somebody that's the false earth angel that was wanting to be the real feminine, because that song's literally called I Want to Be You. So there's been a copycat here somewhere at some point. Christ, there's a lot been going on, and this is like there better be a really good union for this. Right, so what's going, like, give me some more, what's been going on in the shadows? Resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use that wisely as needed. So this masculine energy, all the ones that are in this, they're being grateful for what they have, and they must be good at saving or something, or like I don't like if this person splashes a cash, it's because they've got the cash to splash kind of thing. Like it feels that this is people that have also got money, you know what I mean? Like money's not an issue. It's what they don't have is the feminine because well clearly they've chose money and they've chose the devil. They've chose money and fame. Well, it might be fame, but they've chose money and popularity, opposed, supposed popularity and people pleasing and toxicity and toxic women and toxic it's not brought happiness overall. Foresight, but now they can see that. Be far-sighted and alert. Pay attention to things that are important to ensure wealth. Oh yeah. Oh, so that's come through really strong. So these are mostly channeling some of our more Scottish uh people out there when we saying it like that. But um this person, has an eye for the long term, and it's like really must have a caution around money. Like they want to ensure that wealth before they go on vacation. So this ain't somebody that's going off on vacation and they've used everything, they've got fuck all left. Like that's wise. Start a perfect vacation, enjoy the freedom, take time to recharge. But we've already seen that this masculine might have taken some time to recharge. It could have went on like a spa break or a holiday or, something like in shamanism we call it like a sweat lodge or like, like I've said, I've had the equivalent of a sweat lodge in my room before. I'm not even kidding. Like when I had that initiation from basically God and the guides, it was like, I can clear trauma at the womb. That's what it was. It was for a whole week. I was in my bed and it was like I had a hysterectomy. And then after that, the way that like I was already, able to clear energy from people in a big way, but after that it was like, in an insane way, but it was a lot of pain I had to. So basically, a lot of people wouldn't, if you were told, "Oh, we'll give you this ability, but you have to go through agony and it feels like you've had an operation," and you know what I mean. A lot of people would have been like, "No, thanks. Somebody else can have that job." You know what I mean? Especially because the money ain't in it either. Do you know what I mean? Not really. Like I get the gratitude and I get the thanks and I get the satisfaction out of the work I do, but it's not like I'm making mega bucks. Maybe one day it's not that I'm making mega bucks, right? Because that's not my driver. But it does actually feel that this masculine is driven by money. But there's wisdom behind it now too. But there might not have been all the time. But anyway, it feels like they want to take you on vacation or holidays, we say here. Now this could be the holiday that we're moving into, the holidays. We don't call it the holidays in America. Well, I don't. But I was like, the holidays, happy holidays. Do you know what I mean? I just say Merry Christmas. Sweet success, and it's going to be a The Emperor and the. Oh no, I want to get the thumbnails again. You're going to be a sweet success, despite everybody's attempts to stop it. It is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Get what you want. You both want each other, other people, or other horrible fuckers, which I think they deserve to be called, whoever it is on both sides, have attempted to make you feel like you can't get what you want. So I think there's definitely been a combination. I think there's definitely some people, whoever that have been like, oh yeah, they don't like you. They've never mentioned it for ages, like they don't like you like that. And then it's like festered away and it's like, oh, you know what I mean? And who knows what kind of way that sends people in. But yeah, you're gonna be a sweet success in what you do and what you do together. Um, so that's a big fuck you to the other people. So what have we got for inner union for the masculine? Sorry, what does the feminine need for inner union? What is this? Self-doubt, inner critic, ignoring the call. So this is funny. They're telling me for inner union, you need to trust yourself. I feel it's been that long. You're um like doubt's trying to creep in, but that again, that's the devil. Doubt's trying to creep in, and you're like, right, they're not ever coming. Like they would have come by now. They would have said happy birthday. They would have said Merry Christmas by. They would have said Happy New Year. Like they've chosen the other path. You need to trust yourself. Yeah, look, they've chosen the other options. That's what someday it's not. It doesn't need to be everyone, but someone's telling themselves they've not woke up from the illusion. Ah, I love how they done that. But it's because you're a high priestess, and we did see that from the psychic card right at the start. And that's what the high priestess is about. And if you're anything like me, you can get pretty goddamn close to it. I mean, I don't know if you've seen what I'm doing here, but I can get pretty fucking specific details and names flashing up I still can't get over that. I actually do remember that is so fucking insane to me that marriage I was talking about, both their fucking names flashed up on the TV when I was. And they're actually really common names too. But anyway, I'm not saying the names, but that's insane. Like I'm gonna have to check that with my family, but that was the name. Um, I bet you anything it'll be somebody that's fucked somebody else over has the same name for at least some people out here, but that's crazy. Um, oh, oh my God, that's fucking crazy. Right. Sorry, I just realised something. I've actually, so although that was that couple's names together, I've actually known another couple that had those names together that were toxic too. So that's kind of crazy how that happens. Somebody just reminded me of the spirit world. So, High Priestess, you fell into it. But the bit you can't feel into is like you can't feel that they're about to pop up if this is yours. So you need to just chill. Death and rebirth, the death card, endings, change, transformation, transition. But I feel it's like, oh yeah, look, you're about to be the Queen of Pentacles too. Um she's surrounded in money. Nurture and practical, provide financially. Now somebody could have a child in this equation, you or them, because there's a wee girl with a princess crown on top of her head. Just ignore that bit if that's not relevant, or it could be something in the future. But we've got the Seven of Swords, betrayal, deception, getting away with it, strategy. Yeah, look, false news. Oh my God, the devil's behind it. Oh my God, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh my God, the truth is behind that, right? Fucking hell. Look at this. Whoever that is that caused the trouble with false news, because that says it's these cards are tiny, but that says false news, and the Seven of Swords is fucking lying. It's everything it says on the card. Betrayal, deception, getting away with it. Strategy. The person that done that feels like they got away with it. They haven't. Fake news, it says. Daily Times, but it's a gossip. They kept the person trapped. I think this person has been something to do. That's what I feel. I specifically feel it's that. It's the person that caused the gossip knows the person that's been involved with someone at some point. There's a connection somehow, but it was far enough away that you couldn't connect it. Shadow self, attachment, addiction. Yeah, it was a negative attachment, sex. It was in reverse. Limiting beliefs, dark thoughts. What does that say? Detached. Yeah, so Queen of Swords in reverse is basically a nasty fucker, but I want to see what it says on this card. Yeah, it does say that. Overly emotional, easily influenced, bitchy, and cold. I feel that is a karmic. The root of it is a karmic energy, right? That's used some kind of deceptive trickery. Because look, on that card, it is a man he's standing on all the money and he's been puppeteered by someone else. There's too many people involved here. And the woman is a devil and she's sitting on the money. So that's the type of karmic energy someone got involved with. They were all about the money and they were bitchy and cold. And then it was weird the way the cards came out because that's the truth. The Ace of Swords was on the back. So the truth was hidden. Breakthrough, new idea, clarity, success. That's modern witchcraft and not the good witchcraft. That is somebody that's like cast an illusion as that's the curse. Going back, it's all coming back to the curse that I pulled out for both people. So, good lord. She's definitely saging it. I sage after everything, but so I think I want to stick with this wee deck. What would be a soul retrieval that someone would need out there that I could help them with? If I apologised a million times and wrote you a billion rhymes, would you stay? That's this masculine's in that kind of energy. Oh, would you tell me I'm your favourite girl? So I feel that's actually now I feel it's like that karmic energy is like doing everything desperately to get this person to stay in their life because they don't want the bank of boss daddy to run out, it seems like. Um, Knight of Coins. Hard work, productivity, routine, conserve. So I feel I'd be helping you in a session with whatever you're working hard on because it came up, the hustle came up on the TV. Um, it's flashing up designer. Look, Christian Dior, whatever's mine is yours. This could have been how somebody manipulated someone. We're together. Whatever's mine is yours. We're married now. Just buy me all this stuff and I'll love you. You know my style, and I love Christian Dior. I don't know what the song is, but it's definitely given the story. Right, so what's another one? Success, recognition, progress, confidence. In another session, I could help somebody with their confidence, with something that you will leave feeling a success. It feels like something again to do with your business. It feels like business sessions because I like helping people with stuff like that. One more. Oh yeah, because it's Taurus, it's about money. That's why it's coming out. Um, and temperance would be helping someone else balance your masculine and feminine energy, moderation, balance, patience, purpose, calm. So basically, that's what I help most people in sessions do: balance their masculine and feminine energy where you're out of balance. Particularly if it might be with money, because we've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse now. But I think they're just basically telling you it's tuning back into the collective energy. We've got a passionate King of Wands that got caught up with a greedy fucker, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, when they should have actually been with the Queen of making the money and the abundance with the divine feminine, for it to be upright. But that one's in reverse. So it's just it's the false karmic copycat energy, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the false two cups. That's my favourite card in this, but it's in reverse. So it's just, it's for the masculines that watch this to get the idea that you were tricked. It was a curse, it was illusion. However, people have done it with words or actions or manipulation, got you to think that they're the angel or they're the real person when they're not, because it's not real. It's in reverse. Break up, disharmony, distrust. Yeah, it's following on from what I tuned in earlier. People taking their rings off. It's either something's leading to a divorce, or it's a finalization of divorce, or it's a false union. Three cups in reverse, it's the third party bye, basically. Because, upright, they all look very friendly and smiley, but this was in reverse. So, independence, alone, party, and third wheel. Yeah. But I more feel it's kind of like in that case, it's just, it feels like just all the karmic marriages are breaking down. I wouldn't be surprised if these were marriages that were built on drink, to be blunt. I feel like these are marriages of basically people have fucking fallen into marriages through partying. And when the party stops and you have to sort of not be going out all the time getting drunk, it's like, we're not actually that compatible, or you're getting on my tits, or you know what I mean? Like, how did I end up here? Like, cloudy judgment. It just pulled my eyes to that. Illusions unbalanced, distorted. Oh my God. Right, so what do we need to know about the future then? Because it just feels like, there's like, I could sit here forever and it's going to keep cutting. Oh my God. I think they just need a wee bit more tea with what's the tea? That's what that's called. Scarcity taxes, like chess game, playing games. There's been a lot of games played with whoever that is together with each other. A lot of illusions all round. Um, No, I was going to say I don't still have the mic on. What do we need to know before I move on to the? Ah, Christ, that card makes sense with what I've just. So interesting that it's in reverse. So this person not. I could be channeling something that's not come about yet, but it's gonna. Bad reputation. So you know what I mean? It's like somebody that's like, could be quite good looking and people might, really like them and everything, but they're not an angel. So you can make your mind up what that means. Now, this could be if someone's meant to be in a committed relationship, it might not be what it looks like, or somebody's got someone else on the down low or something like that. But the bad reputation, because it's interesting it came out in reverse. Like this person manages to get away with. Oh my God, yeah, because remember it said they get away with it because they're appearing as an angel, but they're not. So yeah, just however that fits. Or that's what happened in the past, and now it's all pain and done. Oh, it is that. It's cheating. Pain, cheating, deception, mind games, love bomb, backstab. So that's what I was feeling. I was like, oh, me and you, it feels like somebody manipulates somebody and maybe convinces them that they're imagining things, but they're not. Photoproof getting evidence. What? Sorry to laugh, but what the fuck are we getting into now? Like, there might be like, someone's been caught in the act. That'll be so funny if the advert comes on for caught in the act, because that's happened a few times when I've done this. But I don't know what the hell that is, but it looks a bit random. They're all naked. What the hell is this? It's funny, the advert, like there's flags over their bits and bobs, but I want to see what it's called. Yeah, somebody, so maybe there's going to be some sort of proof. Oh, dating naked, that makes sense. Oh, actually, sorry, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so maybe this person's meant to be in a committed relationship, but they're still carrying on dating naked with other people. And they managed to keep that under wraps. What have we tapped into here? Oh my God, no, that's getting a bit heavy now. I'm going to have to read it though. It says child services. Kid, oh no, I'm not reading that bit. I can never read that. I'm not reading the rest. It gets too heavy, but yeah, the arguments about children, grudge holder, bulletproof. Oh my God, come out again, rejected. Things got heavy. Rejected, came out again, right. Whatever. We don't get to know. We've got to know enough of that. Let's hopefully get into the happy clappy bit of it. So what's gonna happen then? I mean, we've seen all the happy cards, right? And it's gonna go the way of the so what's gonna happen? Please tell us the happy stuff for fuck's sake. What's gonna happen with the twin flames that are involved in this? Oh, that's my twin flame card. Religious factors. Your love life's been influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Whether you like it or not, especially the masculine, you are a twin flame and you're being pulled to your twin flame because it's an alchemical process. But I feel you've been fighting it. That all the signs that's like everything's slapping you in the face. Watch out for the signs leading you to true love. Whoever this group of masculines are, they can't deny it. And it's so funny the way they tell me that about masculines, right? Because like the amount of times I've seen my surname on things when I turn the telly on, right? So it's like that's what's happening to the masculine. Like, they're turning the telly on and they're seeing like, trips to, well, in my case, like trips to Cornwall, do you know what I mean? Or kind of like there's loads of programs about that too, like, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but that's what it is for me. So whatever your twin flame surname is, they're seeing your surname or they're seeing your name everywhere or they're seeing things that remind you, but it's like loads and loads and loads. And believe me, I could write a book about the way it all transpired to me. I will one day about the, and I'll, when it's the right time. But yeah, the way in which I was led to all the synchronicities in me, mine was fucking, it really is an amazing story. It's mind blowing. And it was everywhere. Yeah, everything was just everywhere, all in my face, and I couldn't escape it. But the thing is, I don't think it was, I don't know. I've never spoke to him about that, but well, I've never spoke to him for a long time, basically. But it's kind of like, you know, I know that when it does happen to him, it'll fucking hound him everywhere. Like maybe even the exact same thing. The word flames just flashed up on the TV, but it's quite interesting. The Emperor flashed up on the TV too. Oh my God, that's crazy. Because it's a David Guetta song and it had the Emperor. Um, but yeah, so it's something like that, that it's like quite crazy the way it's all recognition. The divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. Two cards about signs. This person's recognizing all the signs and miracles, and they look, release your ex, and the signs to release their ex. That must be the bad reputation. The time has come to clear your energy, release X. So this is for the masculine energy. If you still have any type of connection to that X or anything like that, it's, release it. It's basically, it's that people shouldn't need to be told this, but it's like, it's bad, real bad, it's really bad energy still having this person around you. So obviously that excludes people where like if there's children involved, like you can't, you know what I mean, you're connected forever whether you like it or not again. But it's like, and we've already seen that with some of the cards that come out. But if this is someone where it's like, there's nothing like that tying you together, you're still caught up with the trauma of whatever's went on here, bad memories, scared to be hurt, all that kind of shit. Okay, we're not really getting I think I do feel it's going to eventually be all those happy tarot cards that the Emperor and Empress are going to get to each other, but you let go of the timing because this is all seems to be a lot of stuff holding this up. Labyrinth. That's the fucking confusion curse stuff again. Even when you feel lost, there's a way through the labyrinth. Enlightenment. Yeah, this person is going through their own enlightenment, their own awakening. With enlightenment, there's no separation. We recognize that we're one with the divine and it's worth waiting for. So they're not, whenever this comes about, but that's the case with everything. Even if it was like, no, 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 they're coming now, they're coming for Christmas. Well, was this the one when I sang Driving Home for Christmas? That could be the other. But, they could be aiming to pop up at Christmas or they could be aiming to be with you really soon so that you're with each other around Christmas. Or it might be just let go of the timing, but it's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Look deep within your emotions, and this person's really in the feels, but also they want to be playful and have fun. To recapture romance, allow the inner youthful spirit of your fun to shine. This person's just trying to balance their emotions, it feels like. And Christ, if it's exactly the same as this, we can see why, because that's a load of shit that you went through. Right, so we're keeping you in our prayers. Oh, there's a whole load of ones that look, yeah, oh my God, that's the person that went through it. Fucking, it's so weird how, like, I just put all those cards down and these ones were like Boss Daddy. So that makes sense when there was two cards with money and devilish kind of women. So it could even be like two women. But look, same shit, different. Someone kept Boss Daddy and same shit, different day, working hard, fed up. Oh, These are the ones. Oh my God, that's so clever. These are the exact cards that I used and I channeled in the Aries one. And it's just I've my hands just went to pick them up for this. So full disclosure, this was but I feel it's the same group of masculines that feel like a jackass in heartbreak. Families could have been created. Drama starter, true colours, closing the cycle, sweet talk. Yeah. So it's let's put them back. Look, the true colours of the angels in reverse are being seen, and there's a cycle that's being closed out. But there has been a drama starter. We saw that. Either it is the karmic energy themselves, or there's some sort of really weird connections that are. I'm just because they were away. I just want to do one more shuffle. Is anyone still here? Are they captivated like this is a fucking horror film? Because I am. This is like, did you see Aquarius was like this? That was heavy energy. Well, let's just see, because they weren't in it. Is there anything else you want to tell us about this? Dirt digging. Looking for you, dirt on you, vice versa. Groupies. Oh, that one again. So there's groupies. This could be somebody that attracts like people that fall at your feet that are like that's pathetic, really. Inside scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. Groupies that just want the goss. No, bad reputation again, and if it she came out again. And I think it's because I don't know where the false person is. And I've said this before. See, when the false person card goes missing from my Kipper deck, it's because that person's so clever at hiding. Nobody's seeing that they're fake and false. And that's not sitting right with me that that keeps coming up. Bad reputation in reverse. For a lot of people, this person has not been found out yet. And it doesn't even matter that I'm channeling this. That person, that's inherently in that person. That's the type of person they are. So it will be exposed. Bad reputation. Everyone might know now. Cock blocking and hustling. They're just there to cock block the Emperor and Empress. Hustling. Yeah, I think that's what I mean. It feels like karmic energies have really got like masculine's like working like a workhorse, you know what I mean? Jackpot. Yeah, oh I hit the jackpot when I got to you. Cash cow. Fucking hell. Thief. Oh my God. Remember I channeled this before. This is getting a bit deep now. Robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional. Well, clearly energy wise, the feminine, that karmic feminine's been like stealing the energy of the real feminine through the sacral chakra. I think we all know that happens. But this person could be an actual thief as well. Love, hate. Could have been a turbulent connection. Fake smiles, right? Fuck, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Fake smiles, spiritual gifts in reverse. How many times my ears going funny too? They're telling me something. How many times do we need to get? Oh my God, what did the other card say? Somebody that's making out they've got a gift and they haven't, something like that. Spiritual gifts in reverse, fake smiles. So be very wary if you're a masculine, right? If you're the divine masculine, male or female, but I'd say if you're a male masculine and you're with somebody that apparently has gifts like that, are they using them for good if they do seem to have some sort of psychic gift? And are they genuine? Because there's a lot fake smiles, bad reputation that's not being found out. This could be something in the past. It's not like I said, but it's dirty cash. The money's on dirty cash and thief. Right, I'm done. I'm done. Dirty offer as well, and karmic friends. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's also in. Oh my God, it's also in reverse. This is what I'm saying. What the? It's like I don't want to stop because I'm getting to in it now. Someone with a bad reputation with karmic friends helped them cause sort of like trouble, and it's not been found out yet, but it will for the whoever all connects with this. And it was a dirty offer, but that sometimes to me means like sexual things too. Like it was dirty and dirty cash is on as I've pulled dirty offer. This feels like it could be getting into some real dodgy shit, so I'm going to stop now. But karmic friends, can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Get away from these people. Don't keep enemies closer. This actually could be quite I'm stopping this now. This is where we start going into the realms of is this still twin flames? Because it's like, do you know what I mean? Like it is twin flames, but it's twin flames that have caught up with dodgy folk, I would say. Right, so but yeah, be mindful of that. That is all the Saturn and Neptune still in Pisces. Although Saturn's direct now and Neptune's soon to be direct, they're both still in the sign of confusion, illusion, Pisces, and they won't both be in Aries until early next year. But early next year, that's whoever that is, all the people that are in that energy, the karmic energies, watch them fall from grace if they're not already. Sensual presence, and this is the twin flames coming together. Being fully present with your partner enhances the sensory experience and deepens the connection. Oh la la. That was the shorts that I channeled for tonight as well, actually. Inner alchemy. But it's after you've both done that alone. Tantra involves transforming and harmonizing internal energies to achieve spiritual growth and enhanced relationships. And that's like what I was channeling about on Aries hours ago now. It feels like the feminine, like this is a group of you where, look, Kundalini rising, you spent years on your own, like what I had to do. And you cultivated this true, genuine spiritual energy, along with being whatever, like I happen to be a lot of these things naturally, but like, your energies kept growing and growing and growing and growing to the point where there's a lot of jealousy about that. And whoever this karmic energy, this is really specific, but whoever this karmic energy is, there's at least, even if it's just for one couple or a couple of couples out there, there are some that have tried to imitate it. Like, they might be like a coach or like, oh, like I'm a life coach or something, or I'm a some. It's like, trying to do something but it's not enough it's enough to fool people, but it's not the real deal. So we'll fool something. It won't fool real people, but it fool quite a lot of people. Kundalini rising. Kundalini energy believed that to reside at the base of the spine can be awakened and channeled through tantric practices. Yeah, and so again, that's a big long story in itself, but I had a spontaneous Kundalini rising where I was already super psychic. And when that happened over the span of 36 hours, which is very rare, very agony as well, along with the other thing I mentioned that was agony, it shot right on my sweat and I was just super fucking super duper psychic, even more so. And yeah, the rest is history. That's where all the channeled astrology and all that just came through big time. And that's what I'm saying it is. I feel whoever the real seer is, whoever all the real seers, whoever all the I want to say the rose priestesses, priestesses of the rose, whoever all the people that connect with like I'm very connected to the Oracle of Delphi and Edgar Casey, and so quite a lot of people can feel connected to different things at different but I feel a lot of maybe Oracle of Delphi kind of quite a few other people that feel connected to that. It's like you do something really quite unique and it stands out and it's your own. And whatever this other person's doing that's like it's like we can slag them off because they're not the real deal and they've not been very nice to the masculines, but it's not the same, do you know what I'm saying? But whatever the fuck it is, because I've no idea who the fuck is going to connect with, it's fooling enough people, you know what I mean? Well, I'm glad that's not related to me. Yes, I think everybody doesn't want to be related to this, unless it's because again, I've not really got to the happy bit of the story. Do you ever think about me late at night? It's just a lot of sadness. And there's a full moon though, and the full moon is this week on Thursday. Look, there's a full moon. So it's the both twin flames are thinking about each other, and I'm wondering if it's because. Wait a minute, oh shit, before I go, I need to shuffle these. It's nearly finished, thank God. That might be channeling the message about this, but I'm wondering if it's because this is a group of masculines that are still with this person. That would make sense, wouldn't it? We're not getting to see, because all we saw is that you're meant to be the Emperor and Empress. You're meant to be the lovers. You're meant to be happily ever after. This person still has feelings for you. You're from the past. Your smile lights up this person's world, but it's maybe this person to be with the wrong one to realize that you are not the one. And I've just woken up from all of this, and I always knew you weren't the one. I just was scared of the one. If that card comes out that says either there's one that says I'm changing, I'm releasing myself, or there's one more karmic ties, releasing myself from karmic ties. We've already had one like that from a different deck. Or it specifically says she knows. How can she not? You're the one I want. But again, you know what? All I want to say is if that comes up in this, I've just tuned in that this person's like fooling around with other folk anyway. You know that meme where it's Kermit like, but that's not my business. It's like, oh, who knows? I could be pulling into swingers for all I know. Maybe it's I don't want I don't want to know. Let's see what's maybe it's maybe that's all the fashion. I don't know what folk get out there. These are own open marriages and that. If you want to carry on that, you fucking hell. You can see my face, so I'm gonna let people manipulate. I let people manipulate me into ghosting you. Do you know what I think this is? Oh my God, look how I said about writing a book. I'm inspired. I could write a book about my experience with you and how you inspire me. Maybe one day I will. I think at some point a lot of these masculines will write a book about how they were treated by these women and how it all comes together with Twinflame. That's what I feel some people's books will be about. Because that's it. It's reminding me of After. Where Harden, spoiler alert, or something like that. Um, But yeah, I think this is right. I think somebody's had like sexual relations with somebody. So whether it was like a marriage or a boyfriend, girlfriend, or somebody's had like a something with someone, right? And then it's like they've kept them around as a friend. And this person was still around to manipulate, but oh, I'm your friend and I want the best for you and that. And it's kind of something, I don't know. That's someone else's story now. Um, I underestimated how important you were in my life. And it's like, kept shelving the feelings for the twin flame. I don't want to be toxic anymore. When they were toxic, that's the person saying it himself. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. That's Sunday, like that's when the party wears off, the drink wears off, and you're like, oh my God, how am I in this? Oh fuck, it's could have been drunk the whole time. I want to make things right. That's all we're getting to know. This person wants to make things right. And I know we have a soul connection. And I keep cutting it, it's the back of the card. That's when they're like, stop asking. Something's a surprise. Because remember, I did pull at some point. Um, it's a surprise that this person's an emperor. I think that was in this. I'm going to finish it now because it's been ages. Good to see you, Claire. My schedule has changed a bit, so bedtime is earlier. Well, sleep well, and I'm glad you come on to say hi. It was lovely to see you. And yes, hopefully I can. I'm glad I actually see. There's always a reason. I'm glad that I was up this late because I'm not up this late anymore. But I'm glad I was up this late. You're looking rested and fabulous. Have a great. Thank you very much. Yes, I've had a wee haircut. So yes, and I'm going to get another couple of days rest tomorrow. So that's why I've powered through and done all these lives tonight. So, but yes, it was lovely to see you. Thank you for saying hi. Right, so give me a new Earth message from this, and then we'll call it a day. But thank you if you've joined me for everything I've done tonight, or some of it, or and clear your energy after. I mean, I'm sending prayers to clear your energy anyway, but do something for yourself because some of this is pretty rough. There's a chessboard again. Control, will, success, action, war. Yeah, things like it. I think if it's not already War of the Roses with this pair, all the pairs like this, the karmic pair, it will go that way. Discipline, opposition, litigation, defeat. Right now, this Martian, God, maybe this person's feeling a little bit like an alien, like surrounded by a load of people and feeling all alone. That's weird. I was about to say this masculine feels defeated right now by the situation. And I don't think we need to ask, oh, why do they feel like that? Oh my God, I didn't see that coming. Okay, we can definitely end now. What in the fuck? I just pulled out. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Is this the same live stream? Oh, oh my God. I said that in this. That's insane. I pulled out the King and Queen of Wands on the one for Aries. And I've just pulled out the King and Queen of Wands together, right at the end, again. And this is the full moon of the twins, so this is a lot of stuff happening. Doesn't need to be right at the full moon, but Right when I was thinking we're not getting a happy ending, boom, who's not getting a happy ending? King and Queen of Wands. Just fucking casually pop out together. So if you see this pair cutting about together, fucking hell. They battled to get there, what I've just read. Courage, confidence, independence, social, natural leader, visionary, long-term strategy. I'd say if you don't see this pair, they're busy together alone. Um, that's a good one. There's too many thumbnails. That's blown my mind. That is whenever this happened, that's the moment the masculine comes out of despair, hopelessness, and all the bullshit that they've went through. That's a cheesy song too. I don't know who sings it. Oh, oh my God. I'm here. It's like a country song that I don't know how I came across it on a shorts or something, but it's like it was always you. But it's like let the doors just open wide, 'cause standing there is my whole life. I've always known to finally say I do. It's always been you. Oh, I need to see who sings that because it's a nice wee song, but it's actually a wedding song because it's like he's wait a minute because it is a lot of people won't know it, so I'm gonna have to find what it's called. I guess it's just called It's Always Been You. Shit, I don't even know what to put in the thing. It's always been you, maybe. It's always been you. Is it that one? Caleb Hearn, It's Always Been You. And it has got a married couple in the front. So this, I must stress, this ain't the karmic marriage that we've just, that ain't that. Because I don't think, however, if that was marriages, I don't, like I said, I think people dance drunk in the aisle, maybe went to fucking Vegas, I don't know, or the equivalent. It's, might have had a good party, mind you. And a lot of times, that's all that, I feel marriage is I'm very serious about marriage because it's, kingdom marriage and all that, and it's, you should take it, I don't take it lightly, right? You know, I don't judge people that you have, I mean, it's like everybody, everybody has different things, how you get into things, but personally, you know, I would want to know it was my person, my lobster. I wouldn't be, I wouldn't just be, I can't, that's just me, because I'm pretty intentional. But this is the twin flames. This is people that's what it's like. Because look, right, I'm going to read the lyrics. It was you when we first met eyes. It was you in the city lights. It was you when I almost lost control. It was you through the darkest times. So you need to sort of tweak this a bit, right? Because it's like this that guy seems like he's singing it because again, it's reminding me of Shania Twain when I sang that. Like, you've been through it all, and you're growing old together. That's not what I'm getting with this. You should have. You're kept apart. You're gonna have the rest of your life together like that, solid, a unit. Nobody's going. It doesn't matter who tries to break you up. It's not gonna work. You might not even really end up spending a lot of time with other people because you've given a lot of your life to this, and now you want to be with each other. Obviously, you see other people, but not like what you would have before. Um, but it feels like energetically you've always been by each other's side. It was you through the darkest times. It was you that would make me shine. It was you that I hold on tight. It's always been you. So let the doors just open wide, 'cause standing there is my whole life. I've waited long enough to finally say I do. And let both people, yeah, look, and let the people on both sides see you there and all the rest. See us hand in hand. I swear I always knew. It's always been you. But like, sorry, I want to add to it. It's kind of like, oh yeah, I always knew it was you. But then I talked myself out of it because I didn't believe I could have what I wanted, and then I've, done it with someone else, or I nearly done it with whatever people's stories are. Because I think some of it is broken engagements, but some of it is broken marriages. Now it's you walking down that aisle. Now it's you I can't help but smile. Now it's you staring back at me forever to be. Now it's you I see my whole world. Now it's you never been more sure. Now it's you. So this person could have their doubts. Now it's you. It's always been you. So and then it just keeps repeating itself. It's a lovely song though. So it popped into my head for a reason because it's not one that loads of people would know. But oh and yeah, justice can be about marriage and so on. So at some point. It does feel like that's what would come about for a lot of King and Queen of Wands. Karmic justice, passionate new beginnings, creation, invitation, enterprise, potential. But hot twin flame couples coming through. Oh my god, this is just so annoying when I did hold that up already, didn't I? Oh my god, that's exciting. Talk about Sag season Aries moon after all that bullshit. Right, okay, we'll just wrap this up now. So I'll be back. Well, the plan is, because we're still in the shadow Mercury retrograde, I'm going to take the next couple of days to myself because I really need to get on top of this. It's just the fucking mess is doing my nutting. So it's that. I just need to chill, rest my voice, which I would have been doing on Wednesday anyway. But I'm just taking tomorrow as well. And I'm not working with clients or anything either. But I will be Thursday. So I've already got a client Thursday morning, to me, as you saw if you were watching the other things. And oh my god, it is. I said I would be eating my spag bol at 3 in the morning and it's 17 minutes past 3. So pay attention whenever I make a wee joke about something. It's not always they do it through me. Like I knew I didn't know, I knew. I knew because I've noticed when I say it and I'm like thinking, nah, no way, it does happen. But it's because I was meant to channel us into Taurus moon. Because I like to do the thing in the moon, right? And so I started in an Aries moon, finished in a Taurus moon. Um but yeah, if you want a session on Thursday, I've got things after. Off the top of my head, I think I've got things on until 3:30 or so. So I put like 4 on the schedule, and then, but however late you want, I'll just do the live stream on here after. That'll just get done after the session. And I couldn't do a session with someone after this because you see how I would have to do the session before this. Like whatever I've got after the session is what I do here. And yeah, and then I'm also working Friday too, I think. I don't think I'll have sessions until like after lunchtime or that, because I think I'm going to see my mum in the morning. It just really this depends. If I'm tired, I don't even need to do that. But anyway, that was, I mean, fun. I mean, I make it become, I make it become fun, sort of. But this is my work. But you guys make it fun because you're talking stuff like, oh my God, my makeup's all over my face. So yeah, the biggest thing is if you want to do the clear zooms, then click on those links that I've pinned. Oh wow, I didn't mean that either. I done that on the last one. When I put the timer on, the timer's about to run out too. That by the way, that's really meaningful. But anyway, I'll finish what I was saying. If nobody books that from the public, obviously I would rather there was people from the public that want to do it too. And I imagine that you would have worked with me in some sort of way. I don't feel you're just going to watch me do this and be like, oh yeah, I want to do that. But who knows, you might. Um, but the name Becky might be significant too because I'm getting drawn to that singer Becky, whatever. Um, that could be for Beck actually. But time's running out. Like it feels like this masculine feels like time's running out and they're in heartbreak because the three swords is on the top there. Heartbreak, emotional pain, sorrow, grief, heart. Again, I'm not going to explain that. It just feels like whatever the fuck this person's went through, it's like it feels like, they don't want to be toxic anymore. They want to make things right, and you're meant to be together. Finish line ahead. Like you're the end goal. Resilience, courage, resistance, faith, boundaries. So there could be just something. It makes me think maybe there is for some people that could be like signing divorce papers because of the whole ring thing earlier. But um, I neared my day. Oh, I didn't know you were still here. Isn't that funny? Yeah, Becky, whatever her name's on the telly. So oh, is it because are you gaming and you just was I on in the background or something? Was I like hanging out in the background? Becky Hill, yeah. It's I don't know what song that is. But she gives it the big in on the stage, doesn't she? My heart goes. Oh, I don't know if I like that song. I don't know how it goes. My heart goes la di da, la di da. I don't know how it goes. That just popped up. Right, so, but yes. Oh, the next song coming on is called Come Find Me. I'm in my bed now, but I can't sleep. Ah, so you're using. I'm lulling you to sleep. That is fine. Right, okay, so, well, come find me. You can make up your mind what that's about, but I'd say King and Queen of Wands. I'd say the Queen of Wands is magnetising her King of Wands. That's what I get from that. Right, I'm gonna go because I just won't stop talking, and now I'm really excited to eat that spag bol. And yes, I am gonna eat the spag bol, and I'm gonna fucking love that shit. Because I live in New Earth time. Actually, because I haven't used these cards, I want to use my New Earth cards. Let's see if something comes out about timeless or something, or nothing's gone wrong. I wouldn't be surprised. What what do we want to end this on? Because whether you realise it or not, when I channel on these for ages, I'm lifting people's vibration. I will, because I need to come back down there. See what I mean about? Even if I had finished this at midnight, this is why it's good when I do this. I'll be high for hours. I'll probably like not fucking be able to sleep till like 8 in the morning or something now because seriously. Even when I eat, it'll ground me a little bit, and I can't start fucking watching the telly because I've already had the cheek to fucking be doing this till this thing. So it's like I'll have to just watch YouTube videos and stuff. And I don't particularly want to watch more fucking YouTube videos about the twin flame journey when I've just been talking about it. But like, what else am I meant to do? And why do I want to go and see if people have picked up on the same thing as me? That's usually what happens. Like I've done this, and then other people will have done it too. Um, get the genuine ones that were picking up on the same energy. Because I wonder, like, I'll be fucking annoying, but if this channel grows to, well, not if, it is gonna, I've seen it, but when this is bigger, unfortunately, I'll get people, people that are here all the time already know this. I do a lot of the time pick up on the general themes that these massive channels are bigger than me anyway get, and I've got the message before, but because I'm so small, it's like, I don't really care. It's just I just observe it. But when this channel's bigger, I think that'll happen more, where people wait to see what I've just got, and then you know what I mean. I'll not be giving a fuck though. So whatever. I'm not giving a fuck now. I'm not gonna give a fuck then. But right, so there'll always be people like that. Sad acts. That's what they get called. Right. So, um, universe. Metatron, wholeness, commune with all of life, micro, macro. So micro, macro, there's things going on in your own individual twin flame journeys, but on a macro level, this is lots of twin flame unions, King and Queen of Wands coming together. Because cosmic heart, it's the Venus energy, Venus and Sag, light me up, baby, relight my fire, hot energy, source of all, true home, just be heart connection, awakening the heart connection and all the twin flames, unique expression, flow of creation, joyfulness, blessing beyond the soul path, honour all life, exchange of joy without karma or sacrifice, and I think that's what they wanted to come out. If you feel like you've freed from desire is on right now, but it's like if you feel like in exchange for happiness you always had to sacrifice something, that's the end of that now. That's the karmic cycle, especially that the masculine has ended. And look, you're being clearly told move. Move. I just got, look, move. And there's only one path. Move. A long walk is good for the soul. Get outside and allow Mother Nature to lift your spirits. And that's for the masculines that are in a down energy. Family of light. Oh, that's what I've been doing on this. Look. Whenever I see that card, that's what I am. So some other people might resonate with this too, especially when I was saying about the sister, the rose and stuff. Look, I've been a Lemurian guide amongst all the other things, but I can't be fucking adding that to the info bit. But look, a Lemurian guide with all my singing and that all the way through it, guiding the family of light that is our family of light. It's not my family of light, it's our family of light. The 5th of November could be significant for a birthday, an anniversary, a memory. Feels like something to do with awakening as well. Like, because 5th of November is, well, it's, fireworks night, but it's Scorpio season is more what that sticks out to me. And it's 5th of November is not long after Halloween. And remember I saw the Halloween. These are important. Halloween's Scorpio season too. Anything around anything around Halloween and Scorpio season is significant for a lot of these connections. Sister, friend, teacher of infinite universal love, family light, signs, guidance, innate ancient wisdom. It could also be the 11th of May, but it was more the 5th of 11 with the May. But hopefully this lifted your energy or even sent you to sleep in a good way. So wake up. I hope if you've fallen asleep, you wake up with the clarity and the peace in your heart and your head that you need. And you've got all the that was actually somebody's prayer in the prayer circle earlier that somebody get that. So yes, I pray that we all wake up with the clarity and the peace in our heart that we need. And if you'd like that on an individual micro level, see what I've done there, then book a session. But yeah, I'm definitely going now. And I'm not even tired, guys. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm pretty sure I will be tomorrow. Oh, did I just click you off already? No, I think I just... No, I didn't click you off properly. So, good night, everyone, whatever time it is there. And I hope to see you on some sessions. And, oh my God, this eye makeup's going a bit Alice Cooper, so I think we need to sort it out. Yeah. Don't mind me just trying to find where to turn it off, as usual. Right, there it is. There's no point fixing it before I end it, but there's no point fixing it before I end it. It's still the channeling. Oh, maybe this is people that keep trying to make karmic things work. Oh my God, I need to switch off. Right, see you later.